Hi, I'm Jackson Lansing, and welcome to Vast. This is the third episode of Season 2. It's not the third episode of Season 3, this is the third episode of Season 2 of Vast. And I'd like to welcome you all. This is the first of the ones actually designed to be written by our writer's room. For those of you who are new to Vast, Vast is written by not just myself and our cast to some, enormous degree, but also by a large series of writers who all come together to work together to create the stories that we then put in front of our crew to have them totally wreck. This is the second season, and as a result, all of our writers are back, plus one, for some cool, exciting new work. This one is written by a team of writers, both of whom will be familiar to those who watched last season, those being Rick Budd, who wrote episode 3 of last year's episode, as well as Nick Gilman, who wrote Lynx, the episode that brought in Fractal Bright. So we've had these two are a partnership outside of Vast, just in their own world, and decided to bring that partnership to Vast. And I'm so excited to bring their episode to you today, entitled "The Bard's Tale." So with that's a Bard's with B-A-R-D-S and then an apostrophe afterwards. So it's not the Bard's Tale; it's the Bard's Tale. So I don't know. Get psyched. We're gonna play some tricks on you. Today is. Yeah, today is an exciting day.
I was thinking of the MS-DOS game, but yes, that's it.
I'll go with that.
We have, we've got merch in the stores. You should check it out. It's really exciting. We've got cool Vast t-shirts, Peacekeeping Brightest Side t-shirts. Amanda's rocking one right here. She is now in combat with Max Isaacson. So watch out, Max.
Been thrown down.
I know, bro down.
I think my money's on Amanda, though. You better be.
Yeah, my money's on Amanda.
Mostly because she's sitting right next to me and she's like, sneak attack.
I know Max was related to Rasputin, so
It'd be a scrappy fight. Let's be honest.
7 fights is what you're saying.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
But we'll see how that goes later on this season on Vast. For now, we're gonna stick with this. A couple of other cool little things before we get out of the way. We've got new merch coming soon, so keep a lookout on that store for brand new cool stuff. I'm really excited to share it with you. And we have there's some great new concept art. All of the various images that you've seen on the show for season 2, all by Tom Campana, are now available up on Twitter. If you check out the Vast Twitter account, they've all been pushed out through that. They're nice high-res images. You can check those out. And I think that's it. I think from that little ramble, we can get started with this episode of Vast.
That ramble?
All right, welcome back. Woo! We did it.
Everybody.
We're back on Vast for yet another day.
Most of us.
Wait,
Well, yeah. Oh no, we're missing one.
my brain. Where is it? Where is it?
We're mindless tonight.
Our awesome Ray Retornachet had
Ray, come back.
some professional obligations to take care of. He is, after all, a busy working writer, and we thank him so much for the time he does give us. So
We miss you, Ray.
we miss you very much, Ray. We'll see you in 2 weeks when you return to Vast. And in the meantime, our crew is going to have to get by without use of mind control or empathy or loyalty switches of any kind.
Hey,
Guys,
I have
it's
empathy.
folded up. Can't do it. Can't do it. How do we do this?
It's going to be a bad time. It'll be hard for you.
To talking.
With mind control, you're
Nope.
right.
I think this is a great opportunity for Lucy Bard to teach you how other solutions can be applied to problems. They don't all need
Fully
to
been
be.
into it. It's totally different.
There's a thing called the switch. It switches on and off. To let you know. Anyway.
So yeah, we've got a returning Amanda Powers, though why is a mystery.
No, that's not a mystery. It's like a compulsion to come here. I just demanded that you let me sit here, even though I'm no longer on the show.
It's
She
true.
can do
I couldn't keep her away. She just
No one
sits
can
there.
tell me what to do, Dylan.
I have no intention of bringing her into the game at all. She's just here.
Just here.
Uh,
Colin.
That's pretty accurate. And let's see. We've got no Ray. We've got an Amanda. Talked about the writers.
Yeah.
I've had some coffee. I think we're pretty much
Lucky.
ready
I
to
have
go.
a banana. It's all good.
You got a banana?
Yeah.
The world's our oyster, guys. So, why don't we get started?
Okay.
I guess.
This will be excited. Excited? This will be exciting. I'm going to turn off my Spotify so I don't accidentally play a lot of licensed music. I know.
Oops.
Trust me, I wish I could. So especially tonight's episode. This would be
Cocaine by
a blast.
Eric Clapton. Interesting choice.
Yeah.
Is there seriously a song called that?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, dear. Yes.
That
yes.
is the one thing I don't have up here. I
there
didn't
is.
bring up your character sheets. So why don't you all tell some fun stories from International Tabletop Day, which I hope some of you watched, while I get your character sheets going up.
I was not there, so I have nothing to say about that.
Yeah, we were off in Ojai having a Ojai time. Go ahead. What do you got?
Ojai is a place.
Ojai is a
wondered
place.
if they just lost their minds. As much as we have tonight. International Tabletop Day was tremendously fun. It was our 5th annual big celebration of board games and community. There were anyone know the final count? At least 1,300 registered events for Tabletop Day this year.
Wow.
Awesome.
And we
Wow.
did a live
Oh,
stream.
and Ojai might as well have been one. We played like 7 board games over the course of
See,
Tabletop
you
Day.
participated.
Yeah.
I spent a good portion of my I showed this to Jody a second ago.
You're supposed to be looking at your character
I spent
sheet
a
up.
good portion of my day. I got him.
Okay,
It
good.
didn't take long.
Oh, fantastic.
I spent a good portion of my International Tabletop Day just like chilling in Ojai with nothing to do. It was wonderful. I just got to sit there and like do whatever I wanted, hang out with my friends and drink beer. It was great.
But who did your 7 jobs?
But you know what? Yeah, right. No one, which is why I'm now behind on all my deadlines. But I did, however, sit there and work out pre-builds for every member of the Rogue One Squadron and a Phoenix
Everyone I
Squad
get to
from Rebels
kill.
for Star Wars Age of Rebellion, the tabletop game. In
you
an
just had
effort to
time to
essentially
kill.
give, I kind of wanted to just create a thing where, like, once it got like nighttime, if anybody wanted to play us like a 1 hour, 2 hour,
He sat
session.
there for hours. I literally went up to him and I was like, "Hey Jackson, why don't you come talk to us or go to the pool?" And he was like, "I'm doing what makes me happy." I couldn't argue. I couldn't argue with that. I was like,
actually
"All right,
100%
dude,
exactly
listen,
what I
that's what
said.
this weekend is about." Do
But
what
you
makes
know, but I
happy."
had friends hanging out. A man hung out with me. Rick Bear hung out with me. We had good people. But I did build a lot of these, and now I'm gonna build more. Now with the goal of having a binder I can just open up whenever somebody wants to play a Star Wars game, and I can be like, pick your favorite Star Wars character. They're all in there. Pick one. We'll run a campaign. So
I'm super into this.
let it
is
never
great.
be said that I can that I don't know how to relax. I am so good at relaxing. So good.
And and you played a epic game of Dread here. My first game of Dread. It was very, very fun.
Oh, how was that?
Just delightfully fun. That game is terrifying. It's an RPG played with a Jenga set. We had a giant Jenga set. Every time you do something challenging, you have to pull a block. And eventually you just all stop breathing because if the tower falls over on your pull, then whatever you did just got you killed.
That's too much for me.
Yeah.
It's
That's
real
pretty
fun
rough.
and it's real scary.
I'll have to like
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I watched the VOD and it was, you guys were like freaking out toward the end. It was great.
That's intense.
Some of y'all watched, you were right there with us, not breathing. And actually, Eric Campbell, who is the GM on TBD RPG on Fridays, he ran a small group of us playing Trail of Cthulhu, which was similarly
Super
terrifying.
jealous. I love that game.
Sam was in there.
times.
A couple other people, and shockingly, no one died. It was really weird.
Like, who doesn't die in a Call of Cthulhu campaign?
When you have a very, very kind GM.
Lovecraft wants a
Yeah.
recount.
Aw, Eric.
Yeah.
So nice.
I would like to thank Sam for the loan of their dice because I forgot mine. So
Yay.
I may have stolen
Thanks,
theirs.
Thanks, Sam.
Thanks, Sam.
Sam, you the best.
You the
Sam
best.
is the best.
All right, so now we're ready to begin. Come on now. Or we
I
were
love this
until-
part. It's gonna be great. I can just feel it. Tension.
Yeah, you just love it when I
Build.
can't get my own stuff working. There we go.
That's right. What is he plotting? What
Don't
is he thinking?
antagonize the GM. What are you
I'm
thinking?
not. I'm not antagonizing. I'm just.
Our
building
GM is
suspense.
great. He would never do anything mean to us.
Jody has the right idea.
All right, nice.
This episode is called Ice Cream and a Relaxing Afternoon.
You got it.
With a side
Hey,
of
let me
puppies.
tell you, there's
Is that a
nothing the
George
writers
Seurat
love
painting?
more than giving you guys nothing to do and easy challenges from which you will emerge completely emotionally and physically unscathed.
Who needs
Who
conflict?
needs anything at all? Just this
It's like
is
Jerry Seinfeld playing
this
on
is
Jimmy.
Vast
Who needs
season 2
conflict?
episode.
Why?
Season 2, episode 3
do
to
we
cause
talk?
birthday cake.
Oh, yay.
All right. So, With that said, let's
I
begin
don't know about that.
this episode of Vast. Welcome to Vast, episode 3, or season 2, episode 3, entitled The Bard's Tale. Written by Rick Budd and Nick Gilman, and starring
Amy Dallin as Captain Lucy Bard.
Dylan Duval as Noble Defender.
Jodie Hauser as Taka the Limb.
And Amanda Powers, who's just here for the attention.
Amanda Powers as herself in a shocking twist.
Amanda's here. Oh my god.
I know.
Don't say anything.
Keep it inside.
Okay.
Captain Bard. You and your crew have been given a new assignment after the events of last week. The people of the Terran Republic, now dealing with the fallout from the defeat of the Pakha, are worried about the status of their relationship with the Peacekeep. The Peacekeep has therefore decided to send a diplomat to try and smooth the ties between the Republic and themselves. Recall that when I say the Peacekeep, I'm actually referring to the, faction of the Peacekeep with which you have become associated, as the Peacekeep is no longer a unified body. After the events at the Sanctum, where you were able to prove at least the veracity of your claims to the wider Peacekeep movement, Admiral Korbash Var has teamed you up with a famous Kiray ambassador named Deud. It's DEE''UD. Mayen, MAYEN. Miet, MI''ET. Ambassador Miet is a well-known, well-respected lifeline between the Kiray and human cultures previously. He has a certain degree of familiarity with the leadership on Terra, and has been invaluable in previous negotiations. As a result, that's why he's been put in charge of this. That said, while your role in the events surrounding the Pakha's downfall has made you a bit of a controversial figure in the Republic, your expertise in Terran culture makes you too valuable to sideline here. So it's your mission, it's your calls, but the diplomat's going to be in charge of the individual actual diplomatic actions with the Terran Republic. Before your mission, you were ordered to drop the Avalon off at a Peacekeep shipyard near Terra. The goal of this to retrofit your ship with new technologies. With the Siren now developing out a great deal of new technologies, the Peacekeep is really aware of the need to keep its systems upgraded and updated to make sure that you can't be, say, hacked by Siren cyber terrorists. Or your ship taken down in one fell swoop by Sirens running scatterbeam technology. So the Avalon has actually been docked. It's been set up to get itself refit near Terra, in the same system, but not on the planet itself. Nidar has opted to stay with the ship in an effort to understand better the myriad cultures of the Peacekeep. As much as Terra is of interest to him, the opportunity to see an entire fleet work on the flagship of the line is too big for him to let go. So he's going to stay on the ship, make sure that nobody screws with your ship too much, and make sure that he gets experience in learning the ship systems a little more, so he might be more useful to the crew. He's doing his intern thing. This is also so it can be retrofitted for East by its now considerably smaller crew. As you go forward, the Avalon isn't necessarily designed to be or will not necessarily be designed to be a civilian ship moving forward. This will make it much more easily crewable by a small crew. You and your command team, that being, at this point, your first officer who is staying with the ship to oversee the operations. That's the one we've previously called Lieutenant Reliable, but or Lieutenant Commander Gotem has stayed there. And you have taken Noble Defender and Taka with you in a shuttle, along with Ambassador Miet, to Terra. Right now, you are in that shuttle. You are Noble. You are the pilot. Standard peacekeep operations. You know your way around them. To get a sense of how the flight's going, however, I do want you to take a roll.
Okay.
So go ahead and give me a check for helm, please.
Okay.
That's your big 30.
You got it. Flight's going real well. Taking it real smooth on the south side of the pole. Coming around here, you can see volcanoes. And, oh, that's not good. That's a 1.
I can't believe
All right.
tour guide training was covered in your memory dump.
What am I saying?
Just impressed.
And take that away. All right, here we go. 9?
It's going pretty well.
Yep.
That is a full success. By the way, little note to fans who've reached out to me about this, because I've fluctuated a little bit between counting 7s as full successes or as medium successes. But with the rubric as it stands, and with full successes being a real distinction between something complicated and not, I'm going to move the rubric from a 7 to an 8 for this stuff. I'm sorry, from a 7 to an 8 for this stuff, and start holding 10s as full successes as well. You won't break an outstanding until you hit 11 from here on out. I'm just moving the rubric a little bit.
So 8 to 10 is full.
8 to 10 is full.
Okay.
Okay. And then
I apologize for confusion previously. That's a shift up from my Star Trek game, so occasionally I slip that rubric.
All right.
Anyway, with a full success and a 9, it's been smooth sailing since you entered Atmo.
Okay.
Terra is out before you. Simple sort of description of what you see. It's one large continent, by and large, Terra. One long continent with a sort of larger mass on one end and sort of a larger mass on the other end, and then in the middle, a series of mountainous areas. There's a large scar, like from a war that happened some 150 years back, that really scars the whole middle of the continent, creating a sort of dead zone that you can see from space. Additionally, there is a small island off the coast. Small comparatively, obviously, to the major continent. It still is itself about the size of, say, Australia. It can be considered a continent in and of itself. This is Avalon, where you are from. You are supposed to be taking the ship to Journeyman's Rest, which is the head of the Terran Republic, which is the sort of thought of as the primary government of Terra, though obviously there are actually myriad governments on Terra. The Terran Republic is the most solidified of them and the one that operates directly with the Peacekeeper. So you're on your way to Journeyman's Rest.
I want to do a perception listen as we're getting close to the planet, just because that's what I do.
Sounds good. Roll for it.
Ooh. 10.
10. All right. There are many species of tree on this planet. They all are talking with each other. Each of them sending waves of song and communication throughout the planet. The planet's song is a really beautiful one, actually. But that is only with the wildlife. As soon as you attune yourself to the tonal frequency of sentient beings on this planet, Discord is the name of the game. There is a massive amount of sort of psychic conflict at play on this planet. The people of the Terran Republic and the people of the... sorry, is it the Confederacy?
Coalition.
Thank you. I screw that up every time. And the Terran Coalition have very different ways of thinking. And as a result, there's a great deal of sort of interference in trying to understand their minds. You also see that you feel like that turmoil has just been getting worse and worse as of late. lastly, the on Avalon, you can kind of hear less harmony, especially among nature. That's the one place where the trees don't sing in harmony. Everything on that island seems a little bit more discordant from a natural perspective.
I flip the ship upside down so that we can see all the trees.
Okay.
So I care.
As he does this, you guys are heading sort of down, up the coast, southern coast of the main continent. Avalon's over here. Journeyman's Rest is up here. And you're kind of heading up this continent, and yeah, he turns it over. Your the artificial gravity, on your shuttle is no longer engaged because you're in orbit or you're in Atmo.
Hang
so,
on.
Everyone's strapped in and thus is held into place, but you are now all upside down.
Oh,
Wow. Oh, man.
Noble, if you could return the ambassador to an upright position.
Absolutely. Master, you're fine, aren't you?
Yes, I am quite well. This is an
Look at that.
interesting way to fly.
I know. It's great. Hey, Taka, check out those trees.
They're very nice.
Uh-huh. Oh, man. All right. I guess I'll flip it around.
Captain, your people are not in concordance.
Never have been.
The trees are happy for the most part, though, except on that island over there.
Oh, nature's not particularly happy over there in general.
Yeah, I can sort of sense that. Is there a reason for that?
Actually, yeah, but I know that when they terraformed our planet, Avalon was filled with all the leftovers. So it's a little bit of everything.
So they're the species who have been displaced.
I have no idea what that's like.
Or me.
It wasn't what was left there before, but it's a little bit of everything, all mushed together.
Interesting.
Order was kind of a late acquisition for me in life.
That's where you grew up?
Yeah, that there is Avalon.
Like the ship. I would not have guessed that of you.
I left, I went to the Terran Republic, and I went to the stars, but I'm an Avalon girl.
Computer, how far away are we from the landing site?
Your computer comes up with a diagram. You're some, let's use miles for the sake of us all understanding it. You're some 100 miles away from Journeyman's Rest at this point, so you're about to start heading inland. But as you do, your ship suddenly receives a distress call. It comes up on screen automatically.
I didn't do that.
Lucy, you are shocked to see the face of your mother, Lita Bard. For the rest of you, Lita Bard is in her mid-60s.
L-E-D-A?
L-I-T-A.
I like Lita. Okay.
Lita's in her mid-60s with gray hair, a weathered face, and world-weary eyes. Lucy, thank God I reached you. The farm is... You hear sort of an explosion behind her. The farm is under attack right now. I need your help. It's the... And the transmission cuts off. The screen reads, signal terminated due to interference.
She looked just like you.
Crew, that was my mother. Right. Has anyone in Journeyman's Rest got transporters that could reach 100 miles?
Journeyman's Rest... Does anybody at Journeyman's Rest have transporters that can reach 100 miles? Meaning, can you plant there and then head over?
Or can I send the ambassador and then turn?
Right. No, it would be a matter of like you would need to drop him at Journeyman's Rest and then fly there, which by that point it's far too well out of your way.
And we're right. How far away from Avalon?
You are much closer to Avalon because you're like right on the water's edge. So getting to Avalon is not it's only a few miles over the water.
Ambassador, would you permit a slight detour?
And he sort of laughs nervously. Well, technically it is in fact peacekeeping policy that all distress signals should be immediately investigated, so...
Honored to hear it. Please plot a new course.
Already on it.
All right. Roll for helm, please.
Already on. Boom. So wait, am I not counting sevens now? Sorry, Jack.
No. He just means the number of successes.
Oh,
overall.
good.
I mean the number of successes.
Not
Oh,
the
good.
target.
Good. Here we go. Oh, shnikey. Here we go. All right. Done and done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
All right. You, which is still the standard for a super outstanding. So,
Everybody
the
hang
ship-
on!
He engages Noble engages the ship faster than any of you thought this ship could go. The ship cuts into a wind. You feel the wind of the planet, and actually use the tailwinds to help you engage faster than you thought possible.
Hold this.
Got it.
As
What
the
is it?
ship
Just hold it.
All right.
as the ship begins speeding across the water, you see Avalon begin to unfurl beneath you. Avalon is a hodgepodge of terrain. Beaches lead to desert, lead to farmland, lead to meadows, lead to mountains, lead back to farmland. It is it's as if a whole bunch of sort of, as she put it, like terraforming remnants were just all kind of left together and clogged together and pushed around. It's the byproduct of terraforming, less a like catch-all for everything. It's literally just like the thing they needed to build to make the rest of the ecosystem function. As you speed over it, speeding over a group of mountains, the shuttle banks through 2 peaks and then comes around at full speed, and finally it comes into view. Bard, you already know what this looks like, but for everyone else's benefit, you are now seeing rows of giant wind turbines that cut across the skyline. This is the Bard family farm, and it's a wind farm. It's actually quite a sight to behold. However, you do not have the time to enjoy this view because it doesn't take long for all of you, I'm not even going to make you roll for this, to notice the distinct flash of weapons fire on the ground. There is a fight going on through the turbines of the wind farm.
I'm gonna do a perception listen to see if I can tell who is attacking.
Do it.
Jack, would I know if there are any weapons on this shuttle?
Unfortunately, peacekeep shuttles are not equipped with weapons.
Take it. And they're in the turbines? They're not on the ground?
No, they're on the ground moving around the turbines.
Oh, okay.
So think of the turbines as sort of sitting above a battlefield.
Got it.
But there only really seems to be like one side to this battle right now. They are incoming through the turbines. And fire is coming at them from the farmhouse, like scattered fire, but only maybe 1 or 2 sources of that fire, as opposed to these guys, where there's like, 7 or 8 of them all moving.
Captain, I got an idea, and I might need your permission.
Only at 3.
What's up?
This whole place is kind of discordant to your listen, actually. You're having a hard time focusing it.
I'm going to pivot the I see that they're already outnumbered. I'm going to pivot the shuttle up, flip, and then come and start going close to the ground and ramming these guys.
Okay, that is a thing you can try.
We can't risk injury to the ambassador.
Ambassador, you doing okay?
Wouldn't mind if I was on the ground right now.
There's a helmet next to you. You might want to put that on.
He picks up a helmet and gives a look to Captain Bard.
Look, all I'm saying is that unless you want to drop out in front of them and then stop them, be my guest.
Boy, where on Terra exactly were you educated?
About that.
Yeah, we gotta land and come at this from the outside. We can't just go careening through the wind tunnels in a shuttle.
Why not?
Wind turbines in a shuttle.
It's the
We
ground.
wanna
We skim the ground. We at least knock them on their feet, and we can jump out and start blasting away. That seems the 101 protocol to click cover in airspace and get going.
We have a passenger whose safety is of huge importance, but we gotta get down there. So if you could just find a safe landing place behind the building so we can get in and find out what the situation is, I would appreciate that very much.
Behind the building's not going to do much if they're...
What do you do?
I'll improvise. Okay, I will. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the ship and buffer and do a swing and hit the thrusters to flare at the guys, then pull up and land.
And land behind the ship?
Yep.
Okay, that is a hell of a move. Not impossible to pull off, but you're gonna need a really high roll to do it.
Okay.
Can I tell who's attacking? Have I seen? Is there
Roll
any
for
sign
perception.
of affiliation? Is there?
Yep, I love
Have they
the
got any
premise.
vehicles with them? Like.
Yeah, roll your perception check.
I'm gonna throw
It's
one.
15.
I'm gonna throw 1 willpower into this.
Noble, you're throwing 1 willpower into that check.
Sorry, Captain, I wasn't able to tell who the attackers are.
It's all right. You can do that?
Ayaki,
Sometimes
this is because it's metal as
this
fuck.
island is strange.
All right.
Was that a success?
Yes, it was.
Success on
9.
the Yaki dice.
It was a 9. Huh. Oh yeah, here we go.
It's never a good
6, 7.
sign when the GM's having a dance party.
I got 7 on my perception.
7?
Yeah,
Okay. So,
medium success.
yeah, medium success threshold. So, you look out the windows and you can see these guys running through. They all seem to have, they don't seem to have like affiliation sort of signature clothing. They are all much more kind of like war boys. They've got like metal and leather strappage. They've got like rusted pieces that have been bolted to them. These are like pretty traditional Avalon raiders. You've seen these most of your life. Generally, they don't come this close to the wind farm
Yeah.
because there's
No,
not
but-
much for them to gain by coming here. They don't have electricity nor need it.
What
They
kind of
live out
numbers
the
are we talking
wastelands.
about?
What was that?
What kind of numbers are we talking about?
You see 8 guys.
8 guys. All right.
How's
New
a 20?
plan.
Jesus, really?
That's a 20.
All right. Okay. All right.
Can I shout something at him as he does that?
Yeah,
as
go.
the result of my perception check?
Yeah.
All right, new plan. Land in front. And don't attack. Don't hit them, but land in front and make it flashy.
What?
And he says this as he turns the vessel around. He definitely makes it flashy. Noble.
I just mean
you
don't ram them.
What? Who are they?
Noble, you do a full 360 like barrel roll, dodging incoming weapons fire as the ship rolls down towards the building. It looks like he's gonna hit the top of the building. There's sort of like a stop, but he doesn't stop. He just narrowly misses the top of like the roof of the building before going right up in front of the wind turbines, doing a full 180. Like you guys all basically are pinned to your seats from the force of the thing. He turns the thing around and then engages the thrusters, which throws a shit ton of fire, like plasma really, backwards out towards the wind turbines, which hits the first 3 guys and like pushes them back, kind of burning and screaming. As you do this, rather than going to the back of the farm, he just engages the ship to park in front of the farm, does another 180, and lands the vessel.
Like a Blues Brothers, like a Blues Brothers park?
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
Do I have any kind of voice broadcast technology from inside here?
Yeah. There's
All
a
right.
there's a loudspeaker.
Loudspeaker.
That's how you drive.
I am a captain of the Peacekeep, and authorities have been alerted to this unauthorized raid. I recommend you run.
Sure they have.
All right. Intimidation check.
Get up, take my gun.
I recommend you run is now my new favorite Lucy Bardism. I don't think you've ever rolled an intimidation check
I don't usually go with this method.
before. Yeah,
no.
this is good.
No.
I'm into it.
I've got
Loving
3
this.
intimidation.
Loving this.
Do I get a bonus from his flying?
You will. The check is going to be easier.
Great.
Because of how well he flew, and because there's less of these guys.
Welcome.
Also, it's probably really intimidating loudspeaker, too. Really
A
high
little voice
tech.
distortion on there. I sound like a scary alien.
You sound like
Do
Darth Vader.
you want that?
I mean, it's probably decent technology.
You could sound like a really big flame.
What goes into my intimidation check? I'm so sorry.
18.
All right.
It's
not bad.
presence. It's presence, intimidation, evolve mankind,
Just because I don't doesn't mean I can't.
I mean,
that's a bad thing to say before I roll it.
and
Let's see.
and inspiring.
Thank you. 5, 10. I inspire you to get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
yeah, I can't
You're
add.
inspiringly intimidated.
I can't add to her intimidation check.
You've already done so by your flight.
Got it.
You said
Like
18,
that
right?
basically lowered the
City.
check
Thank you.
threshold 1 full level.
Cool. Who the hell is this?
So at this point, a medium success
Not
acts
a
like a
great
full success
roll.
acts like outstanding.
Ugh.
how we did
Alright. Get all the useless ones out of
That was a 7 you
here.
pulled.
That's so many 6s. Why? Why?
7.
I don't think I
It was a
did.
blue. You pulled the 7.
You swear?
But it cancels this 1, so there you go.
Alright. This cancels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. All right. So that's a full success, which in this case acts like an outstanding success. So, hold on. Yeah. Okay. So there's a kind of like pause for a moment as a few of the guys all back off and take cover behind the individual what do you call it? Take cover behind
Pylons?
the individual pylons. However, they do not retreat. The 3 guys who were burning, they retreat. They run. So you're now down to 5 guys, but those 5 guys have taken cover in the wind turbines. As this happens, one of them actually like pivots around from one of the wind turbines, pulling what looks like a large like industrial rocket launcher.
Opening doors to get out in the back.
Have we replaced our damaged Paka armor from the last time?
Yes,
we could
you
say?
have
Okay.
you have new standard issue Paka.
I'm armoring up.
Okay,
Same.
the 2 of you armor up.
I do too.
You armor up. All right.
Did it?
What are you wearing the armor, man? 'Cause up until last time you were wearing your carapace. And
Your
your
carapace got really
Carapace
damaged. Did you fix it or did you put on a?
I was gonna message my brother to see if I can get new carapace.
yeah
From the Queen.
yeah not yet.
All right. What are my options?
Peacekeeper armor, standard uniform.
Peacekeep armor, or
Armor's up
you
to
just
6.
keep the you keep what carapace is left.
Okay. Do I have a new shield bracelet?
No.
Oh, no.
Go
all
for
right.
the armor, man. Go for the armor.
I'm taking the armor then. Yeah.
All right, you are now in peacekeep armor. So for the first time, all 3 of you are in matching outfits.
But I still have my jacket on over it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, peacekeep outfit, but it's still got the jacket.
Got it.
All right. So you engage
Regulations
your
are a
armor.
bit fuzzy at the moment. No problem.
So all of you engage your plate armor over the blue as you go out the back.
The shuttle doesn't have weapons, but I assume we traveled armed.
Yes, you have your personal weapons.
I have all my weapons. Many weapons.
Ambassador, let me get his name down.
Mayan Miet.
Meet.
Miet.
Dude,
Ambassador
Miet?
Miet looks pretty freaked out. Captain, I am not exactly trained in
Please stay here.
firefights.
Please stay safe.
No, let's get him in
We
the barn.
might not, if they are launching weapons at the shuttle, we might not want to
Captain,
be the
there may be-
ambassador in the shuttle.
What can we assume they aren't launching weapons at?
What? Captain, that looks like a very big gun. I would imagine we get out and go to the barn. Ambassador, I unlock his thing. I think we would like to escort you to the barn and give him some cover fire.
Okay, is there any open, is there any not open space directly between us and the building?
Roll perception.
All right.
All I know is that thing is gonna shoot something and we might not be here.
I'm not sure he's got a rocket launcher that can explode our shuttle. It can hurt it.
Well, these are windows.
I might not want to gamble on the ambassador's life if he's important as you've been saying.
I mean, we all agree on that. I just think literally out in the open isn't that. You know what? Let's just take a look here.
Did I notice anything coming down?
What was that?
So flying over, did I notice anything?
Did you notice? Oh,
Cover,
Right.
she's looking for perception. I might as
yeah,
well.
no, you'd have to roll perception for
All
that.
right.
I mean,
1, 2,
Okay.
3,
10.
4,
Cool.
5,
Oh, right here.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 14!
Well, better than me.
nice.
Damn.
So yeah, there
On a
is.
15!
So the farm layout is essentially you have your farmhouse. There's a barn off to the side of the farmhouse. There's also a small garage to the other side. You are right now parked right between the barn and the garage, with the farmhouse right in front of you. Think of it as like a U.
And where, if it's a U,
And the gunfire that you've been seeing coming from the farmhouse, one of the shots is coming from inside the farmhouse from the second story, like from one of the bedroom windows. The other one is coming from within the barn.
Okay.
You know from your childhood that barn is primarily used to store electronics equipment and the various things that are used to make the wind tunnels,
Right.
or the wind turbines, and also the generators that the wind turbines feed that provide electricity to the entire place.
Right.
The garage, meanwhile, was always off limits to you as a kid. It's sort of a tinker shop for your mother, where she's been building. She builds little vehicles and things like that.
So sorry, someone's in the second floor of the house.
Someone's in the second floor of the house.
Someone's in the barn.
And someone's in the barn.
And we are in front of the U shape of all three of those.
Yes.
With the 14 perception, do I see a path that takes us from the back of the shuttle to the barn with minimal exposure to the guys behind the turbines?
Yes.
Fantastic.
There is basically there's an area of kind of bales and equipment that will cover your path most of the way to the barn.
All right. Looks like we actually have a path to the barn. Let's get out of here.
Is the guy with the giant rocket gun in targeting range for me?
That is an interesting point. So, in order to determine turn order of combat, if we're going to talk about that, technically, yes, he's within gunfire range. He's at a very long distance, but you're good at guns. We're still going to need to roll initiative if you want to get into combat with him. Otherwise, you can run.
Yeah,
It's up to you.
I think I want to take
Can we
a shot
suppress enemy
before I
fire
run.
while they take cover?
Okay, what's
Can
up?
we suppress enemy fire while they run to take cover?
Yeah, that would be where we talk about initiative. So,
Got
okay, so just to clear, Bard, you and the ambassador are running to the barn. Meanwhile, Noble and Taka are going to put down covering fire
Yep.
from outside the vessel.
We're gonna, because we open the docking bay, we get behind the docking bay, start popping shots.
Okay, got it. So, we are going to roll. The first thing we're going to do is roll your speed, please.
Okay.
Because that's going to determine how many moves this is going to take.
The speed's not a value, it's a roll?
Yeah, the speed is 10. Yes, it's not just a straight value; it's a roll. Meanwhile, Noble and Taka, please roll initiative. You are now in combat with. We'll know their name soon, but the Blister Gang.
Ooh, they burn.
They burn like blisters.
5.
Sometimes the dice are not kind. Do crits, fails count on speed runs?
Yes.
Yeah, -1.
Oh shit.
Woof. Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
Hold on a second.
Oh, that'd have been good, but
I cannot get the ambassador's stupid seatbelt unlocked.
I
That
unlocked it
family
already.
dog runs up, delighted to see you, and trips you.
All right, what'd you roll?
5.
3.
Okay.
So not good.
Well, you're both ambassadors. There's something
Okay.
new to the barn.
So, the Rocket guy, Rocket Man fires his rocket. You are in the middle of trying to get the ambassador's seatbelt off as the rocket is fired.
You
I
unlocked
already
it,
popped that.
but
was that?
it may
I
be
unlocked
stuck.
that.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
It stuck.
Damn. Okay.
You both move to the outside of the shuttle, but you see the rocket is now sailing towards the shuttle. The ambassador's struggling to get himself out, but he can't, and Bard is inside the shuttle trying to get him out.
Okay. I run, shoot the lock.
Wait,
and
I'm
grab
up
them.
first,
Yeah,
aren't I?
I mean, actually, you have initiative.
Yes.
Yes, claw hand, activate, slash through the restraints.
Okay.
That works.
These are going to be tough, but you can try. This is I don't think we've done a claw check yet,
No,
have we?
I don't think so.
That's exciting. And you have quick draw, so you can quick draw that in a round.
Yes.
Claw.
The claw.
The claw. Strength. This
Bring
is
it, Mr. Gang.
technically a weaponry check. We're gonna call it.
It's. Oh yeah, that. It's not hand to hand.
No.
No, I
No,
mean-
it's a weapon check.
Okay.
Anybody bring some ballistics? Take these ballistics out.
I'm gonna say 10 for the damage.
Getting really good at Terran culture.
What?
Okay, that's a 17.
That's pretty good.
Really nice if Amanda Powers were here. Pew, pew,
Yeah,
pew,
right?
pew, 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 pew. Damn it.
I got an 8.
Okay.
Lucy
That's
has a
a full
second
success.
guild wall of just friends she misses now.
Hold on.
Danger zone.
The belt rolled an 8. And ties go to defenders.
Why is the belt,
Belt
so
doesn't have.
The reason the belt is rolling is because of the -1 on speed.
Yeah.
That basically creates a pretty gnarly complication here.
Yes.
That's tough to beat.
Right.
So,
Oh my god.
Did it at least take some fray?
yes,
Yeah.
you were able to fray the thing, but it's still pretty hurt. If you can't get through it in this turn, and you guys are still all in this shuttlecraft, could get scary. Just letting you know. You have next initiative because technically, while you're all still inside this thing, you can't take incoming fire.
Right.
So we're skipping all of their initiatives. You have the last turn. What do you
Okay.
Don't you have a sword?
I was gonna say I have a sword, but I have a gun too. So I run.
But you also don't have. Oh, you do have.
Yes, I
Great.
do.
Yeah. you're
Don't
fine.
shoot the ambassador, though.
No, I'm not gonna shoot the ambassador. I just walk up, shoot the thing, and grab him out of his seat. Like, let's go! Like, grab him to go. Is that possible?
It is possible. It's a combined check. So what you're doing there is you're making a weapons check, right, to do that thing. But then you also want to make a strength check to pick him up and get him the fuck out of there, right?
Okay.
That's what you're,
That's
that's
gonna
what you're
make it harder.
proposing.
That's gonna make it harder.
It is. I'm just.
All right, forget it. I just drop the gun, take the sword, chop it open, and then let's go. Like-
Okay.
Like,
So you're gonna chop it and then run.
yeah, try and. I don't know. Is there any way to aid him to get him up on his feet?
I mean, again, that's what you were asking to do. I was just saying it's harder. You'll just have a -1 to the check. That's all it is.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
just trying to
let's do
understand
that.
it.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you want to use your gun or your sword?
Sword, absolutely.
17.
Damn straight. And 5 for you. 10, 15. Give me some goodness. That's what I'm talking about. All right. There we go. You are not anything. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
All right. Ha! The belt rolled a 6. You blow the lock. You blow the lock, and now what are you doing?
Grabbing him and everyone. Let's go!
Okay.
Can we all follow him, even if it's not
Yeah.
our...
We'll sort of assume you're all trying to follow. So go ahead and rather than checking for the strength check,
Yeah.
I just want all 3 of you to roll for speed.
All right.
Is that just our speed trait?
Yeah, just
Okay.
your speed trait. Roll.
So Speed, if you could show up this time.
So Noble's 12, Taka is 14, Lucy is 10.
I was proud that I got to 10, but apparently.
Oh dear.
Ooh.
That is not good.
Oh my god. Okay. 3.
2!
3.
As you grab the ambassador and start to run out of the ship, the rocket hits the front coil of the ship. You were right. It's not the kind of technology that would normally explode a vessel like this, except somehow it is. The light you see from the explosion behind you is not the kind of explosive that you would normally see used by these kind of guys. It is a brighter, crazier, more highly weaponized energy explosive. When it hits the front of the vessel, it careens the whole vessel backwards, essentially like crunching it like a fucking Coke can and then exploding it out. As a result, all of you are thrown with concussive force against the back of the, against essentially the front of the barn. The 3 of you,
We have a Michael Mann moment.
yeah, you slow motion like, and land hard against it. Just to recap again, that was a 3 and a 2 and a 3. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I got a 3.
You got a 3. You got a.
I must have had a 2. No.
Okay.
Yeah, 2.
So you are the only one who's going to take damage.
Okay.
Noble, go ahead and take. Let's see for an explosion. All right, you're gonna take 6 damage.
Jesus.
Okay.
Uh,
I don't know with the new armor. I don't
The
know how
armor.
much it takes.
eats
the
that,
armor
doesn't it?
is going to absorb 6 of that.
Great.
So it's gonna kind of wreck the armor now. It's gonna take 3 soak the next time it does this.
Okay.
But for now, soak 6 damage.
Great.
So the armor actually does soak the damage, really hurts it.
Thank God.
Unfortunately, when you land and look down at your hand, you're holding the severed arm of the now exploded ambassador. He's gone.
Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you.
And we aided him to get out of there?
Yes.
So what did he roll for speed?
Nothing. He was fucked.
Oh.
He was fucked the minute that all of you guys were at 3s and 2s.
All right.
The mood's great now.
I'm going to save that. Huh. All right. Well, damn. Let's go!
However, you look up to see a massive amount of gunfire coming from the barn. Heavier and heavier and heavier gunfire as you see the dude who rocket launched you, and you guys are all, I think your ears are still ringing. You're still kind of getting to your feet. Like, that was a huge explosion that just went down.
The second I'm together, I'm shooting at something.
And likewise.
Okay, fair enough. Then, if you guys want to do that, go ahead and roll composure checks for me. For 22 for Bard, I imagine you're going to pass this,
9 for me.
and 9 for
Yeah,
you.
I'm gonna
Do you want to try
compose
2?
myself. Absolutely.
Okay. Noble, this is a composure check for 10.
Hey, what's
Yeah,
happening
both
to the
of
guy
them?
with the rocket launcher? I want to know.
We're going to get to that in a second. Now it's in doubt because of these guys.
It's a 2.
To 2,
Yeah, I'm not.
you are not composed enough to fire.
It's a 2.
Wow. Shoot. This is a bad situation. Lucy, how you doing?
Almost ready. Lot of crit fails today, but this is sort of my strong suit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Not only are you up, but you are barely ever out. The explosion happens, you roll to cover. Your military training kicks in. By the time you land and you look back to see what has happened to the ambassador, you are in full command of your faculties and your gun is out. Consider your initiative ahead of all other initiative. What do you do?
I shoot the asshole who just killed the ambassador.
All right. So go ahead and you are now in combat with the Rocket Man. Go ahead and roll your. You shooting with the scatter beam, I assume? Is that your weapon?
Yeah.
So 16.
I mean, I don't know if my 14 looking around earlier would have told me if anyone else has anything more dangerous than a rocket launcher. But
He's
that's
the most dangerous weapon on the field.
just checking, making
Yeah.
sure there's nobody else loading, firing while he reloads that thing.
Yep.
Fucking belt. Anyway, sorry.
I know,
Seatbelts do
man.
not always save lives, apparently.
Seatbelts are to vest what doors are to critical
Remember, kids.
role.
Kids,
Yeah, there you go.
seatbelts do save lives. Don't listen to me.
Maybe 50s cars had it right. Maybe that was it.
I could just do
Don't-
without
we're
any
not,
ones
we're not, we're
ever.
not, we're not telling you
Don't
that.
do that.
We're not
Three,
saying
four,
that.
five,
Buckle
six,
up,
eight, nine.
kids.
Yeah.
9.
9?
Yep.
It's a hit.
Under duress shall not be taken seriously.
You aim up and fire with the scatter beam on its highest setting. The beam heads perfectly straight, hits him right in the chest, throws him back. He's dead. That dude is gone.
That's good.
Then there
You are now in combat with 4 rocket dudes.
4?
Blister.
Yeah, there were
Yeah, there are
5.
4 left.
Oh,
The
they're rocket.
But they don't all have rocket-
Yeah, they're not all rocket dudes. The others are just blister gang guys. Another one sees that from afar. He's got sort of just like a normal assault rifle, and he turns to take fire on you. And as he does, his head explodes. A fire from the barn takes him out. Another fire immediately afterwards takes out a guy some 20 yards beyond him. Perfect shot.
Ooh.
The other 3 guys all 1, 2, 3. You're right. The other 2 guys realize what's going on and bolt. They retreat, running backwards through the rest of the field.
I run.
Can I shoot them again as they run?
Yeah, you can try it. Go
For
for
the
it.
leg.
Can I see if I'm composed enough to shoot?
No, just hold
Okay.
off.
I'm
We're
too
just
mad.
you guys are still getting up. The composure check is for the whole combat. So yeah, go ahead and roll your scatterbeam check.
Yep.
Lucy Bart pissed y'all.
You made me bad at my job.
Don't fuck with the family farm, man.
Don't jump as a family farm.
No, buddy.
You said 15 or 16 for scatterbeams?
That is a 16.
Yep.
And then if you're successful, you can fire again at the second guy.
Not as dynamite this time. No, that's a 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
That is a success.
All right.
That guy gets hit in the back, falls down. He's gone too.
All right.
One last guy running through the turbines.
Yeah. I reluctantly agreed that we might want him alive, but I only heard that if you were composed enough to shout it.
So pull one dice from this
Okay.
check, so it should be a 15 rather than a 16.
I'm shooting to not kill on this one.
Okay,
If possible.
stun setting, no problem. Your weapon has a stun and kill setting. It basically changes the damage ratio.
One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Was that part of this roll?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you get that one?
Yeah, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11.
Whoa.
There you go.
You're looking to stun him, like, so you can interrogate or whatever?
Yes.
You switch to stun setting, hit him with the stun setting, he's out, falls down, and that's the whole combat.
The 3 who got burned and ran, they I assume are gone.
Yeah, those guys are gone.
Okay.
They've been long gone for a bit. A silence falls over the field of battle. Lucy, from the back part of the house, the door opens, and an old woman that you are very familiar with steps out. Your mother. She steps out and takes the hand of Noble and lifts you to your feet. Are you okay?
Oh, hellfire. I don't know.
It was quite a blast. It's gonna take days to clean this up. And
Wouldn't be my mother if you
looks
didn't
up
help
to you.
someone up before you hugged me.
She looks at you. And it wouldn't be my daughter if you didn't come blazing down here in a damn spaceship.
I'm so glad you're all right.
It's good to see you. And she runs to you.
Meanwhile, I just stand up by myself.
You've become a much better shot since last time we saw each other.
They sent me to school for something. What the frack was that?
Blister Gang.
The what?
Blister Gang. They're a group of radicals out from the wastes. They've been hitting smaller farms on the edge. I've heard from 2 others like us. Never thought they'd come this far. Not like we have anything they want anyway. They must just be getting bored. Everybody's on edge since everything happened.
Where did they get tech like that? That one's still alive if we have any questions.
Good. Would you grab that one, would ya? And the barn doors open, and from through the barn doors comes this farm's farmhand. She looks about 35, dark skin, a sort of world-weary feel about her. In her hands is a sort of ancient earth weapon. It's what's called a blunderbuss, and she is sort of steps out and overlooks the sort of surveils the space and makes eye contact with Lita.
Well, that wasn't nearly as fun as it could have been. But all right. Trudge off and pick up that dude.
I know what that is.
You know what is?
What?
That's
Have you never
That's
seen
my
a Terran woman before? There's one right there, too.
You didn't grow up with a lot of Terrans.
What?
What's wrong?
What? What's a woman?
You know this.
I'm just
No.
saying, I don't
There
care.
are a few
I'm just-
yeah. No,
different
you're off.
genders
You're
for
off getting the dude
species.
from the. You're off getting the dude from the turbines.
Gender is a complicated thing for Terrans like many other species, but a lot of people fall into the camps of either man or woman, and you are a man, and I'm a woman, and that is a woman.
What? Oh, okay.
I think you might have hit your head a little bit,
Yeah,
son.
sit down.
What?
Mama, this is my crew.
They're quite alien. Well, at least one of them is. It's a pleasure to meet you, Lita Bar.
Taka.
Technically, two of them. This one grew up with the brightest eye. I used to get teased for being from out of town. I wonder what it would have been like for you.
Finally met someone like yourself. Lovely.
What was that?
You think there's a chance they're coming back, or are we?
I think we scared them off for now.
I need to
Frankly,
make a
they
call.
wouldn't normally cross my farmhand over there. She's been protecting this
What's
farm
your name? I'm sorry.
for quite some time, and she's now stepping closer to you guys. She's got the dude full over, like just over one arm.
You need a hand cleaning this up?
Nope.
My name's Lucy.
I know who you are.
Thanks for looking after my mom.
No trouble. She's a good woman.
That she is. I have to let. We've lost one. I have to make a call.
Hey, Jack.
Got any working wires in there?
Hold on a second.
You want some help with the mess?
We got wires for local, but nothing that's gonna reach the mainland. If what you're looking to do is get word to Journeyman's Rest, well, we can send something of a manual transmission.
I'm gonna go into the ship and take care of the remains.
Okay.
How did they get this tech? This is strange. I start looking at it and seeing if I can process,
The
if I
rocket
recognize anything. Yeah, the rocket launcher. It's make, model, anything.
Okay, cool. Go ahead and roll for your. Let's see.
How are we gonna do this?
Let's start with a perception check.
Okay.
And we're gonna add your ranged combat to that
Okay.
for a 12.
And I'd like to do a perception listen
And
just to make sure
concordance?
the area is safe.
Concordance isn't really gonna give you much on this, but if you want to run it through your concordance, it's an extra 3.
Yeah. So that'd be.
So 15.
Got it.
What do you got?
Perception listen just to make sure the area is safe. There isn't anyone else coming.
Yep, go for it.
Three.
What was that?
3.
This is still a real troublesome place. You're really finding a lot of chaotic dissonance, especially with the death that just went down here. Death to a listen is almost like a dead zone. It can create a harder, sort of darker area in space-time that's harder to read through directly.
Got it.
Let me know
6
when
on your analysis.
Let me know when
as-
I'm back, Jackson.
I will. As you sit there with the rocket launcher and move through it, you see your concordance is just sort of like mapping the technology. There's no computerized elements to this thing, so it can't interface directly. So what you've been able to do is basically map it out. This thing is a sort of traditional rocket launcher weapon, but that rocket, which you don't obviously have, it exploded. But that must have been the thing that was different. Because this technology is actually relatively standard, or not even standard, like substandard technology. The brightest eye moved past technology like this quite some time ago.
Yeah. Okay.
It shouldn't have been able to cause that kind of explosion.
Well, that was real weird, but this isn't so special.
Lita, so as everyone's kind of turned off to go their separate ways, Lita sort of just comes up to you and puts a hand on your shoulder. How are you? I can't
Pretty
imagine
well.
there are many people in the galaxy asking you that question right now.
It's good to see you. I was doing better until just a moment ago, but I'm awfully glad we made it. It's been a long couple of years, Mom. What about you?
Fine. She sort of gets, you see her sort of start to get a little bit cold.
Can I know when my mom is lying?
Yep.
All right. Do I need to roll for that?
No.
All right.
But she's not, it's not necessarily lying. There's like, it's more of like,
Then can I
a
tell when my
certain
mom is
kind of
lying to
emotion.
herself?
yeah. There's something going on in her. Music's a little dramatic. Let's pull off that.
Emotional turmoil.
I know,
That
right?
hardly seems like the whole story, Mom. But
It's been hard with your grandmother homesteading and your father no longer here. I've made do. She's been some help.
where did you find her? Friendly, sorry.
It's quite a story. And at this point, Kayla, you're starting to. Oh, at this point, Amanda, you're starting to come back. See, I screwed it up. And she.
Good job there, Jack.
Yeah, I did what I could. You look at. She looks at you. She goes. You want to tell the story, or should I? Let's just say our friend here was in with some people who she shouldn't have been in with. I helped her get out. I know a little something about that. She chose to stay here and help me. In absence of anybody else, it's been, well, she's become a bit like family.
Kayla Torvis, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Lucy Bard.
I would like you to roll real fast, Lucy,
Uh-huh.
for Terran history.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Go for it. I'm so sorry I screwed up that name reveal. I'm so sorry. I can't believe I did that.
On behalf of chat, I have a feeling it was
Stealing
good.
my thunder.
I know it.
It's all of it.
Oh, yeah. They're freaking out. It's good.
All right, that's a 14, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Jack.
Hey.
I kneel down and I pick up some dirt.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is the
The
most
dirt
important
attack.
dirt
Most
that has ever
important
happened
dirt
to
that
Full
ever
Milan.
was.
You are now in
I
combat
just
with the
need-
ground.
Need some nice, simple,
What the
ambient
fuck
music.
is he doing?
He's never been to
There
Terra
we go.
before.
That'll do.
Welcome home?
Oh, I know that. Trust me, with a face like that, I'd know him if he lived here.
What?
Do you know everyone on this planet?
All the good-looking ones at this point.
That's an out of character
He's good
face.
looking?
That's.
What was that?
I was specifying that this is an out of character face.
Oh, yeah. I feel you.
He's attractive to your species?
Oh, my gosh.
I can only speak
He's
for
okay.
myself.
Amazing.
This is Earth dirt.
Really, of all the times to
Friggin'
friggin'
dirt.
Noble just starts like running around the farm, like he's like breathing in the air. It's all very exciting.
Do I get a subject matter bonus?
Yes, but that's a matter of Terran history's already pushed you kind of up there. This is just going to be a low bar to check.
Because I got 3.
Ooh, well, that's still a minor success. The name is familiar. You don't know why, but the name is definitely familiar, and you can start to try to think about where you know that name from. As this is all going down, you've been kind of running around doing your crazy thing.
Woohoo!
Kayla's not feeling it.
I'm actually smiling a little bit. As out of place as I feel right now, he's clearly very happy.
And I fall down into the grass.
Lita walks up. Oh, nice. Lita walks up to you. The one who was stunned. He's been secured?
Of course.
Good. I'd very much like to talk to him. Unless one of you would like to do the honors.
I'll come with, but you know what to ask.
So, William's coherent.
Awake.
I can tell you if
Give me
he's
10
lying.
minutes.
Indeed. Kayla walks back towards the barn.
Do you want me to go with her to see if he's lying?
I'd rather you didn't.
Lita sort of looks at you. Well, I guess you're staying for dinner.
To clarify, I don't mean ever. Just give me the 10 minutes.
Let me know
you
if
walk,
you need some assistance.
You walk into the barn. He's been tied up in the barn. He's still pretty much out of it.
What's your name?
What's it to you?
I'm just gonna punch him in the face.
All right. Roll your very first Kayla Torvis modern custom roll. Roll your brawl, which is strength, hand to hand, and that's it. 8.
Not gonna lie, I would have hoped for more there.
Yeah, it's a low
So
check for
this
you.
Might not have been a good thing. Well, that's a 3. Could have been worse.
Roll 3 more for your intimidation check. I just want to see if that affects it.
3 more?
Yeah. That's just your intimidation added to
It
that
does
score.
not.
Okay. Punches him. He looks back up at you and spits at you.
Do I hear a crack?
You roll perception. I'm Ballistic Gang. That's all
Yeah,
you
no
need to know.
shit. Why are you here?
One second.
4.
Yeah, you hear a crack.
Okay.
I'm here. Because I'm supposed to be here.
Is this some kind of like divine direction, or is there an actual person giving these orders?
I'm in a gang, and I'm on a mission, and that's all I'm saying.
Just gonna say, by the way you're talking to me, I'm guessing you're not the brains of this operation. That's what I'm trying to find out here. All your other, do you want me to take you back outside so you can see what happened to all the rest of your crew?
Intimidation check.
I start walking towards the barn.
Okay.
I'm following him if he's going.
Okay. $11 for intimidation.
Alright. I love coming back with these rolls. That's a fucking 2.
He looks up at you. You gonna kill me? Just kill me. The door opens behind you, and Noble Defender walks.
Is this the sorry son of a bitch that blew up my fucking ship?
I'm right behind him too. Just
he-
looking
What
weird.
the hell are you doing?
I take out my sword and I start walking towards him.
I take
Okay.
out my sword.
Hold up. Intimidation check first. But then y'all can draw your swords.
19?
That is a 19, correct.
Tell me if I hear shouting from the barn.
I mean, I think now you definitely
Alright.
hear shouting from the barn. That was not at all subtle.
I have to find out after this how his intimidation check is so much higher than mine.
I will let you know.
Because.
Oh, actually, because I mismacroed yours. My bad.
Boo!
Oh.
You can re-roll it. That's on me. I apologize.
Pause.
Your intimidation is a 15.
10.
He's gonna check against that. Go ahead and re-roll your intimidation.
For 15?
Yeah.
It's a fucking one. I'm gonna lose my mind.
Oh, much better.
That's an 8.
All right, so that's enough to push that intimidation. So here's how I think this is gonna function. Noble pulls his sword. You pull yours, but he doesn't realize you're not just pulling yours to help Noble. So he immediately fesses up. He sees these two people pull swords on him, and he's like, "Okay, never mind. I don't want to do that." He's, Stop! I'll tell you everything. It's an anonymous gig. We took parlay with a mysterious benefactor. We don't know who. They just wanted us to capture Lida, the old woman who lives here. We're just supposed to take her. The farm isn't the target, just the woman. We're supposed to take the woman, supposed to take her back. We have another team headed out just now to take out the grandmother, her mother, Margaret North. She's on a homestead. There's another team headed there just now.
Take her where?
Back to our our gang. Back to our place.
Your place is
You're gonna
where?
tell us what have I arrived?
You are coming in just on the back.
And I wanna.
Where is that?
It's out in the wastelands.
Here's
Just a few
what
clicks from here.
And I wanna.
I want to grab him by the throat.
I want to
Okay.
lie detect what he's
No.
saying.
Hold up.
Okay.
Hold up. You're all doing actions all simultaneously. So if you want to do this, you got to start rolling initiative. Everybody roll initiative against you. Bard, go ahead and do the same.
I should probably be last. I just arrived.
Yeah. I'll take that into account.
Okay. Do crits count in initiative?
Crits do not count on initiative.
2.
That's our next T-shirt.
Also, 2.
3.
5.
All right. So Noble, you lunge forward. Put you're choking him.
No, I'm just grabbing him by the throat so he shuts up.
Okay.
I'm very happy that you said that, but I'm going to take you to a map. You are going to point on that map where your entrance to the base is. If you do not, I will let my very shiny woman friend take care of
He's
you.
using new words.
Do we understand each other? Because, for your sake, I hope you do.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm squeezing a little too tight. I get a little worked up.
Show me a map and let me go.
One more thing. Where'd you get those really nice shiny bombs?
Just a benefactor, man. I don't know. Like she said, I'm not the brains.
Huh. Get your ass over here.
And as you step in, you see he's like totally ready to fess up. Noble sort of picked him up out of the chair and is trying to like escort him outwards. You are all together now with this guy.
Hey, woman. Great job.
Okay, what the hell was happening?
You talking to me?
You know, you look. Yeah, I am.
Did you just call me your shiny friend?
Does someone want to recap what's going on?
You said a lot of words. I haven't been able to
Did
see
I?
if they're true or not yet. Would you like me to?
Did I say something wrong? Look, hold this, Henry.
What?
And we walk him out, right?
Anybody want to tell me what he said?
I really need a fucking drink right now. I'm not gonna lie.
So
Look.
that's a no.
No, I'll tell you right now. Here's what happened. Basically, he was hired to come kidnap your mother.
What?
And, that's correct. Come to kidnap your mother and your grandmother.
No, you know what? First things first.
Did you
Where
say
does your
and my grandmother?
live? We need to go now.
Oh my God! You left that for last?
Well, you wanted to ask.
Right. Mom, is she still down at her own homestead?
Absolutely, yes.
They're going after Grandma. What have we got that can move?
Come with me. Come to the garage, now, quickly.
Before I go anywhere, I would like to murder that dude.
Okay.
Map.
Okay.
I mean, he's
Map.
got him by the throat. It can't be that hard.
Yeah, do it.
Oh, wait.
Map. We need to know where the base is.
Hold on 1 second, please. Consider the map and the base thing is all happening.
Okay.
Okay? Just consider it as a passive fucking action. You've already rolled for it. You're already dealing with it.
Done.
Let's move forward. You're gonna kill the dude. So, there's a map up in the garage. You've pointed to it. He's pointed to the thing. As Bard heads out towards the garage, how do you want to kill him?
I'm right there, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna roll though, right?
Yeah, I just gotta know how you're doing it.
Well, my sword's already out, so that seems good.
Cool, do it. So that's a sword check. Doop doop. That's your. Do you have fighting finesse? No. Okay, so strength,
Do you have military training?
weapons, you do. Military training.
Combat awareness?
I do have combat awareness.
Plus the katana target is 3. So remember your sword is a katana. 14. And I am going to. I'm actually about to push out the. For anybody who hasn't seen it yet, the new Kayla Torvis concept art.
That is. I do not like these dice. Sorry, Sam.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a 2.
Oh no.
These dice have taken away my ability to murder.
Oh
That's
no.
not good.
Happy.
New dice time.
So let's say you pull the sword, you plunge it through the guy's back, pinning him to the wall. But you miss most of his vitals, so he's just sort of hanging there, dying out on this thing where
That's
no one else can
acceptable.
see. It's a sad, gnarly way for this dude to go, and no one else sees it but you. As you run out to the, or no, I'm sorry. Before you leave, he looks back at you and he goes, "You said you'd let me go."
I do not recall saying such a thing. By the way, come for Lita. This is what happens.
Step out of the bar. Meanwhile, at the garage, you run up to the garage and get yourself to the. You get yourself inside. Hold up. Let me pull it up. Okay. Once you're inside, once you're in front, she hits this sort of cool, futuristic, homemade feeling controller that she wears on her wrist. She has it's like works for the farm. She pulls it out, hits it, and this opens the garage doors. Inside, you can see what can be best described as a 6-wheel monster truck off-roader. It's open-topped with roll cages and an imposingly heavy front bumper. Super Mad Max style deal. Lita looks at you. Been working on her for years.
Looks good.
Yeah, drives better than she ever did when you were a kid.
Well, I wasn't the best driver then.
Well, now, this is gonna get your people where they need to go. That said, if I'm their target, they're going to be coming back for me. I can't leave this farm. They'll burn it to the ground.
This is where they think you'll be.
And if I leave here, they will burn my farm to the ground. I can't leave this here. Lucy, this is my home.
Lucy, if we call for backup?
You can leave.
We can't call.
I can't.
They'll burn it with or without you in it.
Not
Do you
if
have
one
any
of-
idea who's after you?
Not if y'all stay here. If somebody stays here, helps me solve for this. The rest of you head off in that vehicle. Make sure that you can get my mother. You get her back here. We hold the fort.
Mom, don't make me do this. Come with us.
Okay, roll for it.
I mean,
This is a social convince for 28.
those are. One of those, right? Yeah. What do you need?
10, 15, 20. 6 more if you could.
Need 6?
She's got me. She probably has mom resistance bonuses. She changed my diapers. There's
My-
probably a limit to how much I can yell at her.
My mom has mom resistance. Yeah.
I think all moms have mom resistance bonuses.
Oh, really?
It's a merit.
Oh, really?
You're looking to beat a 10.
God, if this gets someone else killed, I'm
And
1,
this is
2,
your mom.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Woo!
Okay.
Take that, Ma.
She looks at you. Damn it. Damn it all to hell. Kayla! She turns back to you. Get her up and running. They're gonna need you riding shotgun. We're heading into Blister Gang territory. We're gonna take these bastards down. Or we're gonna get we're gonna get my mother. We're gonna take the bastards who are trying to get her down. We're gonna get back here as quickly as we can. You understand?
We're back to back.
The alien, the boy,
Taka.
Taka, I'm sorry. Taka, the boy,
Boy?
they're gonna go with you. I need to talk to my daughter for a moment. We'll be with you in a moment. We'll all come.
I never stop watching her.
That's fine. She asked for you to come out of the barn. Steps out of the barn over towards sort of the center of that U. Lucy, I know it may seem like an easy decision. Come with you, strength in numbers. I understand, and I will. I will do as you request. You're a hell of a commander, I know this. But you have to understand, this place is all I have. It's all I've ever had. I lost your father. And though you may not understand it, I lost you.
I'm just kind of staring at you.
I lost your sister. Don't have much, but I have this place. I don't want to see it destroyed.
Like 2 heads taller than you.
I got nowhere else to go. This is my home. And that land beyond, I can never go back. I ain't going back to the Republic. Couldn't stand to live in the Coalition. It's why you come to Avalon. It's why we raised you here.
I love this place, but it's not my home. You are. I lost all those things too. I even lost the Peacekeep. I lost Lulu. I can't lose you. You were outnumbered when we got here. What do you think is going to happen?
We have defenses. If we stay with a small team, maybe just you, me, maybe the Taka.
The faster we get to Grandma's, the faster we get back home.
And we pray they're not waiting for us here when we get back.
We try to surprise them if we can.
All right, Lucy. Let's ride. And as you head back towards the, hold on a second. Let me make sure I've got this.
I'm kind of mulling
I
over
can
that
make this
can
work.
never
Okay,
go
great.
to the Republic thing,
So-
but it's not exactly the moment for questions, so.
No, it's good. Yeah, exactly. It's all we talk about that on the road. Cool. So she walks back in, gets in the back at a gunner position on the vessel. There's like a sort of turret gun on the back of the thing. So she gets up onto the turret gun.
Me or?
Lita. Gets up on the turret gun. She's a rugged old woman. She gets up there, looks to you all. All right, which one of you is the best driver?
That would probably be Noble.
Do you do vehicles?
What's that thing?
It's a gun.
Well, I mean, that thing.
Oh, this is a car, youngin'.
What's a car, youngin?
I'll do my best.
You know what? I'm gonna assume that I can drive it because I've been there for a while.
That's
Let's see. You have a -1 in helm drive. You are not a driver.
Give me a
also
sec. Hold
have a
on.
negative one
Everyone
in
just
helm drive.
keep your blue
I do
suede
too.
shoes on, all right? Hold on. What I'm going to do is use my concordance to analyze the parts, figure out how it moves, because that's the beauty of a concordance.
Yeah, man.
So,
Go for it. Roll your.
Probably the perception.
This
plus
is your perception check with the concordance added.
15. Hey,
Well, no. This is perception check. The concordance added gives you 3.
Oh.
I want you to add 5 for your helm drive.
I'm re-rolling it.
So it is 17.
Oh,
18. 18. Sorry.
I like this.
I know how to do math.
All right. Would you like to help me count? All right.
You want me to take out the nothings?
Yeah, take out the nothings.
All right.
Take out the nothings. Oh, look at that. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 9er. How's this baby drive?
Keep your blue suede shoes on. Love it. I'm here for this.
What's a 9 do?
Your systems analyze the vessel. You see the wheels. You see the combustion engine. You see the steering shift. You're like, oh, it's a vehicle.
Oh.
You've seen things like this on Brightest Eye Worlds. Generally, Brightest Eye have like legs on their vehicles, less so like wheels. But wheels are a thing. You know how those work.
So what kind of car is it exactly?
It's like a 8-wheel like off-road like
Tank.
put together monster truck. It's kind of got I think of it somewhere between like an actual like old school monster truck and the like Tumbler from the Batman movies.
I was going to ask, is it the Batmobile?
Yeah, it's got like aspects of the Batmobile, but it's like taller
the
and not
Bardmobile.
nearly as professionally made. It's much more like cobbled
It is
together.
the Bardmobile.
All right, everybody, get in.
Bardmobile.
I know how to do this.
All right, he jumps in, sits down at the thing, and immediately gets the thing into gear. It's like all of a sudden he's an expert on cars right after he asked what a car was.
I'm
You
sitting
got this,
next.
Noble?
Yeah.
I'm
Ooh.
sitting next to him so I
Quick
can
learner.
shoot anything in the way.
Okay.
Kayla, can I ask you a favor?
Yeah. Unless otherwise noted, I'm always in a defensive position.
Cool.
for her mom.
Awesome. So you sit back by her mom in the back seat. Gun up.
Guess what the favor was?
Way ahead of you.
Keep her alive?
Always do.
What's your mom's name?
Lita.
Hey, Lita, you gotta change the oil filter on this thing. You can hear it. Not running right.
You tell me where I can find an oil filter in the middle of Avalon, and I'll change the oil filter. How about that, kiddo?
That's Ms. Bard to you.
All right. I see where you get that feistiness. I like it. Put this thing in.
And as you pull out, go ahead and roll for drive.
Oh, damn.
which I think is the same check as Helm. I'm just gonna make sure.
You make that call. No, I'm good. I mean, spaceships. and flight.
Yeah, it's a 25 because your flying ace doesn't fall into this.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine.
However,
Only a
will you get along?
25.
I don't know how I'll do it. Be funny that I just biff the clutch.
Don't you dare.
And when I say nice, I mean mean.
Oh, that's a fail. Help me.
The official art for Kayla looks awesome.
Yes.
Take one away.
Tom killed Kayla Tortoise. So good.
But in the good
There we
way.
go.
In the best possible way. Yes.
Those are all.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
You
those-
got my
Also
eyebrow.
by-
That's probably
No,
better.
all the ones I
Yep.
just grabbed.
Also, by
are-
now, probably one or more of you, when you've looked at Kayla, have probably at least caught the fact that her eyes are not like a normal human eye color. Or like normal human eye shape. Even they're like computerized around the iris.
I don't know if I'd notice that since I'm still getting used to what Terrans look like.
Yeah. Neither of you would
too.
necessarily know. It kind of looks like she's got a blue concordance in both of her eyes.
That's cool. 13. That's super cool.
You pull out, and this thing spins around, does like 2 donuts before it spins off through the through
I think
the
you got the hang of it.
through the way, heading out, between the turbines and skidding out away from the farm. You can
pop it.
see in your mother's eyes a certain wistfulness as she watches the farm disappear and clutches onto the gun, hoping that it will be okay. And with that, we are going to go to our break and come back for the second half of this episode of Vast. You did it! You made it onto the car.
Dead ambassador.
Yeah, you only one of your party is dead.
Wait,
It's
do we have
really
to
not
do we
so
have to
bad.
roll to put on our seatbelts? Because it didn't go so well last time.
Let's see. No, you're fine. You have seatbelts.
Are they going to kill us though?
I can't tell you that. That's a matter of rolling on your seatbelts, isn't it?
Hey, hold on. Lucy, do me a favor. We're just going over the thing.
What's that?
Do you have a computer on this?
Got
Is there a
on-
data pad?
There's a dash. Yeah.
Does this data pad have news on it?
We don't get a lot of signal out
News.
here.
Do me a favor. I hand her one of the base concordances. Put this on that. Just do it. I'm going to download any news and cross-reference the map, cross-reference what's been happening, and know the enemy, because that is rule number 1.
I understand the
There
premise.
are no newspapers in Avalon, but if you
Yeah,
can
there's
call
no-
out,
there's
that
no-
would be
there's no
very
news.
helpful.
There's no news?
No, Avalon doesn't have anything approaching something like that. It's a old school like
We got
homesteaders
dirt.
area.
What is he trying to do?
I think he's trying to know more about the Blister Gang, which Kayla could tell you about the
I was
Blister
doing that in character.
Oh, yeah,
actually.
go
I
ahead.
was
Yeah, please.
asking.
I'm not rightly sure.
Was there any local electronics or anything
Here,
nearby?
do it in character.
Oh.
What are you trying to do?
Wait, that doesn't. Oh, sorry. What you're saying that doesn't connect to things?
We don't exactly have
Hold on, Bump. Oh.
Hey!
much in the way of
Well, you guys
telecommunications
didn't
out
feel-
here.
Hey!
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Well, Blister Gang got technology that I've never seen outside of, advanced civilization. That gun they were shooting, that's way, way too primitive. And trust me, I know primitive. So, my thought is that they said they had a benefactor. Well, they didn't get it from nowhere, and somehow their base has to be protected. Now, we are headed into the belly of the beast.
You're calling
You're
their
not heading
weapons
into their
primitive.
base.
What are you worried about?
What?
If you're calling their weapons primitive, what are you worried
The
about?
thing that took my ship out wasn't primitive.
Exactly
The
right.
ammunition that might
That was
be
one of the biggest
problem.
explosions I've seen in years, coming from one single propellant gun.
Also,
whatever
we're not,
that is.
We're not going to their base. You should be driving us to.
You're going to
Lee's
Grandma's,
mom's
right?
house.
I'm giving you directions.
Hold on. Why didn't you tell me? Never
We
mind.
did.
Never mind.
Why didn't you tell me? We did. And he patches off towards the homestead.
I have some questions about your decision making when it comes to crew, but that's for later.
Normally I'm in a mood for jokes, but I just hope my grandma's still alive.
This
I
air
have
is
anything to say
amazing.
about it, she will be.
I like you already.
And with that, cut to black. We'll come back in just a few minutes after we get a little bit of a break. This has been Vast. See you in a few. Hey, we're back.
We're back.
We're back. It's this is Vast, and we're just gonna get right back into it.
Is this fast?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
I don't
good.
know if you've heard. This is Vast.
Wait, what?
We're gonna get right back into it and hope that our players can roll something above like 2s and 3s for the rest of the game. Otherwise, bad shit coming.
Bad shit.
All right, let's do this thing.
Bad shit.
All right. So, thank you so much.
Always do the bad idea.
We're
Oh,
acing that.
Or always do the good idea badly. Is
Yeah, that's pretty much.
Yeah.
Except if it's Colin.
All right.
Oh my god, I figured out what I could do. I'm blaming Max for my bad luck.
Oh, you're in combat with Max and he's
Max.
psychically destroying your dice?
Oh! I want like the WWE music to be
Shots
playing right now.
fired,
Dude,
man.
Damn, dude.
Shit!
That was kind of metal.
Was that the Undertaker? Who did that?
All right, here we go. So, you are in a truck on your way to Margaret North's homestead. It's just at the very, very edge of the Bard property line, so it's actually not all that far away. It's pretty close in terms of Avalon distances, but you know it's a bit of a hike. Even using the dirt roads even using these dirt roads, it'll take a while to get there, maybe an hour. The terrain is rough, like a rocky desert. However, based on the helm roll we already checked for, Noble has been handling it really well. The vehicle is taking little to no damage. None of you have any kind of debuffs for the movement or rockiness of the roads. Obviously, we've talked about the idea, that this place is a byproduct of the Paka terraforming process. As a result, a lot of this wasn't meant to be livable. So as you move through the dirt roads, you actually end up going through what is essentially a small, desert patch. It almost looks like dunes come out of nowhere, and suddenly you're sort of rolling over dunes, heading towards the edge of the property.
How far east is the property?
From where?
In Avalon. No, I mean, just in Avalon, I'm curious as to where her mom's homestead and her grandmother's, relative east to west.
Oh, they are on the generally westernly side of the thing, so away from the Republic.
Wait, east is supposed to be away.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how directions work. It's on the easterly side. I apologize.
Okay.
Thank you. That was weird. I mixed up east and west. It's just another Jackson Lansing day. I gotta screw up one basic fact every episode.
Which died? Who cares?
Yeah.
You just didn't study your Terran history as much as I did before this.
Oh, burn.
Shots fired.
GM
Not a
burn.
bird, just a fact.
No.
No.
So,
Just play.
as you're driving, if you have anything you all want to talk about, now's the time to do it. Otherwise, we're just gonna keep going.
Mom, why are they after you?
I got no idea. I haven't talked to, or interacted with a Blister Gang member since you were a child. Them coming after me personally doesn't make a lot of sense.
Do I know anything different?
Go ahead and roll for it. This is a knowledge check.
I am not particularly intelligent.
No.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah, high five. Fighting, not thinking.
Have they always been around these parts?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Do they usually hire themselves out?
We're waiting on this check.
Ha, yeah. Your knowledge check's a 1. So, let's...
All right, we'll
we
assume
can...
that I don't.
Yeah, well, what we can say is there's nothing in the history of the two of you that would indicate that Blister Gang would have a problem with you. Only person, as you understand it, that has a problem with you is a problem that you two have taken care of.
Mom, it wasn't them. Somebody hired them. Is there anyone?
Well, As always, Kayla's old friend.
You have friends?
Why would they be going after your mom, though? That doesn't make any sense.
Maybe they blame me for you leaving. I don't know.
What's your
Knows
grandma?
it's not your fault.
What's the grandma got to do with it?
Wouldn't be the first time I'd been blamed for something that wasn't my fault. But why it out of the Blister Gang is beyond me.
He has much better resources than that. Doesn't make sense. Especially
Who?
since he's aware of my capabilities and knows that they ain't nothing to me.
Who exactly are we talking about?
That is none of your business.
It's my business if it's about to kill my grandma.
And blows up our ship.
It's
Noble,
not.
stop helping.
All right.
Not my secret to tell, but
As soon as there's proof that that's what it involves, we can cross it then. Right now it's just conjecture, and I don't feel in that.
All right, well, somebody hired these guys and armed them to the freaking teeth. So if y'all have any ideas,
Captain, it does coincide with your visit to Terra. Could they be after you by going through your family?
That makes
that's a
sense.
good point. If this was me, I'm very sorry. I've made a lot of decisions with unintended consequences this past year.
and that you say that and you see that same look go over your mother's face, that weird emotional kind of distance. And as you see that happen, ahead of you, Noble, the rest of you kind of focused on the back. Noble, you're the first to clock it. Several dust clouds converging on you from the distance. Kayla, you turn to know these are the kind of dust clouds that are stirred up by vehicles.
Are they incoming on us?
Hey!
Yes.
Everybody, turn this way!
We got vehicles incoming.
I'm going to perception listen to see if they're friendly or not friendly.
We got it at 2
Go for
o'clock, straight ahead.
Did you say that out loud?
Can I also
Yes, I. Or
do a
This is
perception
Avalon.
check
I'm
if
going
I
to-
can
I'm
find
going to
any
listen to
additional
see if they're
information?
friendly or not
Absolutely.
friendly, Captain.
This is Avalon. They ain't friendly.
Kayla,
I'm still.
perception check
In my special business.
with your special business.
What?
This is your wits, your investigation.
Wow.
Your streetwise,
I do not like your planet. -1.
Smells great.
Ooh.
What?
What? What did you roll?
-1
No,
or perception out of 14.
16.
Did you go blind?
So what'd you roll?
-1.
Man,
Takai
so
hates
listen
the
straight
desert.
up does not work on Avalon. I think that's something that we're basically establishing canonically. That it's
Well, I think
really
it's-
hard to listen.
Well, it might be because we're passing through weird patches of desert. Like a desert would probably really
there's
kind of
a
suck
huge-
for me because there's nothing alive
Exactly, yeah. All of the living space-time energy is just like super discordant in this area and has really prevented.
there. Also, I'm switching dice for the third
There's
time,
a really
second
loud
time
truck.
tonight.
It's a really loud truck.
5.
Your eye switches to a series of spectrums. Goes to UV and to heat signatures. It rolls through a whole bunch of different spectrums to try to get a sense of what's behind those clouds. What it reveals
That's handy.
out of 5, you see a few dirt bikes, some off-roaders, and finally a large tank-like truck with a massive cannon mounted on it. That's in the center one. Then there's from the sides, you have a couple of dirt bikes and off-roaders. These are like much lighter armed. And then there's one big armed piece. Finally, there's one thing that you can't quite make out. But what you can tell is when you switch over to a heat signature spectrum, it reads like a living thing, but it's much bigger than like a person. It's like the size of a large car.
Oh.
We got a bunch. How
you-
many guys on dirt bikes do we know?
You have you clock 2 dirt bikes and 2 off-roaders.
All right.
Got 2 dirt bikes, 2 off-roaders. Something akin to a tank with a cannon. And something I can't make any sense out of.
All right.
It's about the Would you shut up? I am not done.
Sorry. Things are coming.
I'm trying to tell you what it is.
2 dirtbags, 2 off-roaders.
A tank with a cannon and something I can't explain. Heat signatures reading as big as this car, but I don't know anything alive that big on this island.
Do I?
No. Short of like
No
a
Avalon
larger
Wampus?
animal. I mean, there are
Like-
there are lots of animals on Avalon. It's everything from elephants to horses to
What, the
Anything
size of
that's-
a large car?
yeah. I mean,
Did gangs ever come through on elephants?
rarely. Some have been known to go through on bears.
Lord of the Rings.
I like the rarely,
You're making it sound.
which means it has happened.
I'm just saying.
I
I don't know how you know that, but that sounds like real trouble.
All right, are they coming from the direction of the homestead?
Yeah, they're coming from the
Like away.
or no, they're coming up from the side. The homestead is ahead of you. They're coming from the side of you.
Oh, they're coming from their.
Yeah. So if you drive forward, you could,
Can we outrun these guys?
9
try to
o'clock.
outrun 'em.
9 o'clock or 3 o'clock, right or left?
3 o'clock.
Got it. Okay, right side.
I'm
Boom.
gonna switch to the gun arm and ask it a question.
Okay. As everybody starts to prepare for this, and as they're all talking about what that is, you look over your gun arm and switch it over to its gun mode.
Are you all right with targeting vehicles?
Are these vehicles equipped with artificial intelligence?
I don't think so. The level of technology on this planet doesn't seem to preclude that.
Then it would not appear that I could make friends with the vehicles in the first place, and as a result, have no problem opening fire on them.
Okay, just wanted to check. And then
I
I lowered
see.
the arm because I feel very strange having a conversation with my arm.
Okay, and so now at a 3 o'clock range, as these things are coming in, what do you do?
Can we outrun these things?
Well, let me give it a try. I'm
Oh.
gonna try and drop it and just see if I can get a boost in this
Yep.
thing.
All right, go for it.
Also, would 3 o'clock then be on the passenger side?
3 o'clock, they're on the passenger side.
Because I want to shoot him with the Telkly gun arm.
Oh,
Awesome.
please.
Hold until they're in range,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we will do that. That range is going to be determined by this check, which is his. You're rolling your 25?
Yep.
Okay,
I would also like to attempt a dirt bike takedown.
nice. Can do.
First, gonna go swimming, right?
Poured coffee on myself on a live stream. It's a good morning,
Woo!
day, evening. When is it? What time is it? Where am I?
It's vast
This is
time,
vast.
Jackson. It's vast time.
Right. I mean, I just put in the command, like,
Yeah.
what dis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
This is vast.
What do we got left? What do we got left? Help me out, kids. 1, 2, 3, 6, 11.
All right. You push the thing into gear and and drop it out, and the whole thing just starts to like forge forward. In fact, what you find is a small button labeled NOS, and you push that, and the thing just like.
Can I?
And you're like pushing forward, shoving sand upwards behind your car like a wave as you do. You're all sort of pinned to your seat once again.
I like this button.
I regret putting that button on this thing, says Lita as she holds onto her gun for dear life. All right, you are now in a car chase with the Blister Gang. As a result, any of you who want to be in combat can be. Because that was such a high check, they're going to be held out of combat range for 1 turn. Meaning that you guys all get a free action before they take an initiative check.
Sweet.
But anybody who wants to make a combat check, and you can't, everybody else can.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could, but you'd have to switch to driving with 1 arm, which is going to affect your
Nope.
driving.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
gonna
do
keep
that.
driving.
Okay. So if y'all want to make combat checks, I just need you to roll initiative. And tell me what weapon you're drawing.
Armor up.
Armor up.
Lita.
Oh, I never took my armor down.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess I didn't.
Hey there, Bard's mama. Let me ask you something.
What do you got, boy?
Just might be wishful thinking, but whoa, do you have spears on this thing?
I'm sorry, did you ask me if I had spears?
You heard me right.
No. Why would I have... I've got a gun, though.
Well, that's good. Pull that out. Next time, just think about putting spears on it. Kind of helps sometimes.
I'll take that under advisement.
Words of wisdom.
She looks at you. Honey, your friends are crazy.
They do things differently where he comes from.
Initiatives.
Yeah, they do.
1,
4.
I'll re-roll this one.
Pardon?
5. Thank you.
Okay. LB, you're up.
All right. What can I see?
Okay, so out of the dust, you've got two. Basically, now there's kind of a line behind your car. Now that
Yeah.
you've like forged forward ahead of them and they've come in behind you. That line is the 2 off-roaders, the 2 dirt bikes, sort of scattered up in a foursome, kind of heading off towards you ahead.
Yeah.
The tank, which runs a little bit slower, is behind them, and to the side of the tank, coming around the front of it, you can see a cybernetically enhanced bear. We're gonna call this a Xeno bear. The Xeno bear is a
Hold on, I wanna-
a bear that has been augmented with cybernetic technology on its arms, on its back, and on its head.
Let's do this.
It's all real
I
janky.
am terrified for our lives, by the way, but for those who have not met Rick Bear in chat, Xeno Bear.
It roars a kind of mechanical roar, and yes, is now a lot larger than a normal bear. It's been like built out.
Question.
Yeah.
Fucking
Because
love you,
my
Rick.
drive is
Love-
-1, does that mean I cannot drive a dirt bike?
No. It just means it's hard for you to drive a dirt bike. It just means you have a -1 on that check. So all the other things that would go into that, you'd still have. You just get a -1 on the helm check.
Okay.
All right. Who's got the scariest looking
But you can
weapons?
like throw willpower into that to negate that check. You get what I'm saying? Like that's a great place to use willpower because it's on an unskilled check.
Okay.
What's up?
Who's got the scariest looking weapons?
The tank definitely has the scariest looking
Yeah.
weapon. It's got like a big, what looks to be like a similar charge to what that rocket was. Like, it's got a similar like blue glow.
Are the tires exposed? What kind of tires does that thing have?
Tires for everything are exposed for the except for the tank, which is on treads.
Anything vulnerable about that tank?
Roll perception.
All right.
Would I be able to help because I know how this thing works to apply it to the other thing to give him some pointers?
I think you're busy.
And
Yeah, you're kind of busy.
Remember,
I'd
Alright.
love your help,
What about
but I
me?
need 3 of you.
Perception.
Yeah.
I can yell it.
remember, I punched a
Shoot
hole in the
the
side
roll.
of
Go
the
ahead and roll
planet,
16
so
for
you could
perception.
always order me to shoot the tank instead of the thing
And
closer
Bard,
to
you're
me.
gonna roll 15 for perception.
Just basic scatter beam.
Hey, you want to take my burn pistol?
Is it better?
Way better.
Better targeting or better damage?
Better damage. 8 damage.
What's the targeting?
Yeah, out of character, what is the targeting damage for a burn pistol D?
What's the targeting stat
targeting
for a
is
burn
2.
pistol?
Yeah, burn pistol.
Burn pistol targeting is 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm not that good, so I might be better off with my
Okay.
high targeting, low damage.
Okay.
But thank you.
Well, you got a free round. Fuck.
Scatterbeam has
Yeah.
a much higher target.
Okay.
It does less
That's half
damage.
the
but
damage,
more.
yeah.
Right.
7.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Well, that is amazing.
Okay. You are looking, but do not see much by way of
Vulnerabilities.
problems. But you do see that the tank itself has. It looks like that blue, the gun.
Yeah.
That barrel is exposed. Like you could get a shot through the barrel.
What would a scatter beam do?
I mean, it would do. It would probably do enough to like maybe cause a chain reaction inside of the thing. Like,
Okay.
It's a guess because you're not scientist on this one, but like, but it's Kayla that points it out. Like, she sort of sees the opening, which is, as far as you can tell, the only actual opening in the armor of this thing.
My blunderbuss is no good from this distance.
Right. I got a scatter beam.
I have a Talkly gun arm and a Paka multi-weapon.
Fantastic. Can anyone see a good place to hit that tank?
Hey,
Right between the eyes.
hey,
Let's
new,
give it a shot.
hey, new woman. Take this.
She has a name. It's a custom we have.
Was it given to her?
What the fuck is this?
It's you look down at your hand to find a sort of oversized gun. It's a little bit bigger. It's kind of like the blunderbuss is very, very long. This is very thick. It sort of sits on top of your arm. It's pretty heavy. It's built around a carapace, and it seems to have a heat source generating from the inside of it, like as if it were a little oven.
What's the distance on this? Long range?
Not really, but might help.
Long enough.
It's not long range.
Is it long enough?
It's long enough.
It's gonna help. Shoot up a little bit.
I'm gonna take a shot on that gun.
So you have initiative, so you're up next. What do you do?
Take a shot on that gun.
All right, go for it. It's a scatter beam check.
Nice.
16, right?
Yep.
Nice.
All right. Gun. Why are you giggling?
I just remember that. Never. I actually had training on how to drive military Humvees. That's kind of funny.
Nice.
Yeah, right.
7.
All right. So you fire and miss just barely. It's a close shave, but you don't quite hit it. Kayla, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna use this new weapon thing and see what happens.
All right. So you've got Noble Defender's burn cannon. You were going to check for that with a gunnery check.
You're a pretty good shot, I'm guessing.
I would hope so.
She's a pretty good shot, I think. Yes.
If anyone wants to get metal as fuck, here you go.
I imagine that's happening in character.
Yeah, totally.
18. And for your reference, your eye is a bolster to this.
Woo! Woo! I like that. I like that.
I'm gonna put half my willpower into that. So
All
an
right.
extra 3.
21.
Woo! Woohoo! Oh my.
Oh no, man overboard. Oh hey,
Okay.
that counts.
That's a 9. That's a 9.
A 9 for you.
Woo! 9. I can't. Oh, I got drag.
Thank you. Keep up the good work.
Welcome.
Really?
Couple 8s there.
Oh, you got it. Don't worry, we got
I
this.
hate these dice, man.
Hey, you want to try these?
Jesus Christ. 6.
Okay. You target, but when you fire the burn cannon, it like you've never shot this kind of thing before. It's real unwieldy. It requires a ton of strength to use, which you have, but like you're kind of surprised by the amount of kickback. You blow back against the front, sort of knock to cause chair as you do, and the shot goes wide, kind of sailing over the tank.
I'm gonna gunslinger the tank
Okay.
with the gun arm and the paka.
I will say though, I get 2. Oh, only 2 succeed, right?
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah, it's a success. Thanks.
Ooh, not bad. Whoa! Oh my gosh!
Thank God.
Oh my gosh!
Uh
I think I know what dice I'm using.
What's happening back there?
Wait,
Holy
2, 4,
shit!
6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 to hit with the tall clee arm.
Woo!
Yes. I rolled
Okay.
5 critical successes on that.
Okay.
Thank you, Hans.
So you knocked up. Taka stands up. You want to say anything before you do this? You're just gonna do it.
I'll handle this.
And I'll handle this. As her hand turns into a gun, and it fires. The tall clee beam makes a sort of like, kind of sound like this really heavy, weird technological sound.
And that is
As it fires across.
10 damage.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it does 10 damage, so it does a ton of damage. Hits the barrel of the tank, and like, there's a sort of pause for one moment, and then suddenly a huge explosion as this thing just like explodes backwards. The energy, that same energy that destroyed the shuttlecraft, now destroying the tank behind it as it sort of tumbles in over itself.
And since my first target was destroyed, can I use the second shot on my original target, the car closest to me?
Does the explosion take out any of the other vehicles?
No,
Okay, so
because it's behind the other vehicles, and the explosion goes
My
backwards.
suggestion would be going after the bear next.
oh, actually, I can shoot the bear with the Paca multi-weapon because it
Also-
doesn't care if I kill things.
Also, when we're done with this, we really have to talk about that arm.
Okay. So I'm targeting the Xeno bear. Sorry, Rick. With the Paca
The
multi-weapon,
Paca multi-weapon,
which
cool.
actually has higher.
Just take one off that check.
Well, no, I'm gunslinging.
Oh, then you're fine.
Yep. Ooh, not as good. Yeah, that's a 2.
Yeah, shine bright.
I think I missed the bear. Got a 2.
Oh yeah.
Oh, big,
Well,
though.
the bear. No, that's a biff. You roll. A biff. Okay. Yeah. You fire the multi-weapon, but it fires to the side of the bear. The bear gets angry and speeds up its run towards you guys.
Is it being ridden by anyone, or is it?
No, the bear is on its own.
Am I
That seems
familiar
to be what
with,
the cybernetics are built on.
Is the bear being controlled by an external source, or has it been trained? It's a subtle difference. but I'm
Most
curious.
likely, it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
That it's been trained and essentially at this point been slaved to this system.
Oh, I
Yeah.
missed the bear, but I blew
Any
up the tank.
sort of perception roll, including my eye, any weaknesses in those cybernetics, any kind of like.
Oh, you could definitely look for that. Sure. When that comes up on your turn, for sure.
Oh, right, sorry.
No, that's fine.
Does my mom get a shot?
Yeah, she's up next.
Yes. Lita Bard. Thunder.
Lita shoots. She takes out this massive kind of caliber weapon and sprays a shred across the two bikes closest to you. Both of them get taken out. It's sort of the line just shreds along the bikes, and they both sort of fly off on either side, leaving only the off-road vehicles
Hot damn.
and the bear.
How far are we from the bear at this point?
Bear is now within, it's about a 10,
Is it in blunderbuss distance?
yes,
Excellent.
about 10-foot range.
Must go faster.
Also,
let's
after I
go
blew up
faster.
the tank, I'm like, good job to the arm.
Thank you, I try.
Aww.
And the,
Can we hear that?
what?
Is
Yeah.
it just in your head?
No.
You guys all
It's
do
out
it.
loud.
I love your mom.
Yep, she's pretty great.
All right, we are back up to the top of the round. They're gonna roll initiative. Hold a second.
Did your arm just talk to you?
It's a thing that apparently happens. It's a new arm.
Really, really got to talk about that after.
Hold
Okay.
on. There we go.
Anybody got
Welcome
my
to
phone
the
cable?
crew. I'm talking to your arm.
Wait, I have
Either
to
one
get a-
works. That's fine.
Jack,
Thank
Lucy Bard just welcomed my arm to the crew.
you. Love it.
They can make a cup of coffee, absolutely.
Okay. So, first action this round is going to go to the bear. The bear like rushes rushes the back of the thing
Whoa.
and reaches up and swipes at the mom gun and hits the gun and actually like knocks the gun away from the vehicle, essentially stripping the gun from the vehicle. Mom's okay. Mom's back
Literally
from the
detaches
gun.
the gun from the vehicle.
Yeah, like one big claw swipe detaches the thing from the vehicle as it falls back. Your mom like
We don't get a tax of opportunity in this game, right?
no.
right.
So there's, she's sort of startled by the whole thing and like clutching backwards as this does this, and the gun sort of falls off into the background. Next up is Lucy.
All right.
Shoot the bear!
I know. I'm.
Shoot her!
Sorry, buddy.
This is a bad news bear.
Picked the wrong fight.
Nice. This
I'm sorry. No, I'm
is
not.
a Berenstain bear, not a Berenstain
Does stun
bear.
setting work on bears?
Yeah.
Anybody?
How long would it stay stunned?
Long enough for you to, get away from here.
Are you
but
crazy?
if you were trying,
Why would you stun it?
But if you were trying to take it alive, you know, probably about an hour.
I'm not trying to to rescue the bear. I'm just.
Yeah.
If with the stun setting, can I disable the cybernetics?
You still have a bear.
Yeah, you'd need a hell of a check to do that.
Shoot!
But a stunned bear, an unconscious bear.
Are we really having
It's
this talk?
still a bear. It's coming after us and your mother and your grandmother.
I don't
You
like
can't
being
kill a bear.
Have you not hunted before? On your own planet?
I just.
I mean, I essentially you're taking lethal aim with your blunderbuss, right?
You fucking bet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see if I stun this bear.
Yeah. There you go.
I hope
this
not.
is your chance to stun the bear.
This button is not working. Keep going.
Okay.
Now, using the stun setting doesn't dampen the effectiveness of the weapon, right?
Dampens the damage of the weapon,
Yeah. But the bear's
not
not
the
going to wake up.
targeting effectiveness.
Yeah, the bear's not going to wake up till we're gone.
Yeah.
What?
All of which is moot if I do not hit the bear. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
You do hit the bear.
All right.
You hit it right between the eyes, in the center of its sort of cybernetics. Its neural network goes crazy for a second, and it kind of glitches out and sort of runs off to the side a little bit, and then runs back, and it's sort of glitching, but it's not disabled. It's just
What was the point of my? I want this bear unconscious.
The attempt was to do that. You got it at a pretty
It's pretty good.
pretty high level, but the damage of the thing compared to, as I said, you needed to roll a really high check to make this fully work. The damage of the stun isn't going to take the bear down to stun immediately, right? It's going to take a round or two to let this whole thing process through. You're just glitching the bear right now, so the bear can't attack you anymore.
Right, but it's also
It's just going to be dealing with
it's also
itself.
farther behind us now because the
Okay,
Yeah.
clearly I misunderstand what the stun setting does, but we've learned.
Well, for a normal being, it would just stun a thing. A bear is a harder thing than a person.
you have to kill the bear.
That's
I'm at
essentially
point blank range
The
with
check.
with peacekeep technology.
Indeed,
It's
and
fine.
and it would appear there is some interesting technological shit going on here, as far as the weaponry of these guys and what they are using and how it affects your stuff for sure.
Right.
You're up.
So is it now too far away for blunderbuss?
No, blunderbuss is a long range weapon. Well,
Not
mid-range.
really.
Yeah, not really. It's a mid range weapon. But yes, it's still within range if you want to do that. Otherwise, you have the two off-roaders still in range.
We got two
No,
of
the
them.
off-road. I thought the off-roaders are gone. The dirt bike guys are left.
No, the bike guys are left.
they're-
Or bike guys are gone. The off-road guys are left.
Oh, well, I am less concerned about them than I am about a giant cybernetic bear. So,
Just hold.
although I would rather shoot with the thing that would give me the best opportunity. I still have the burn cannon in my hand. If that's gonna
Okay,
end up
we
being
lost
better
a
from
gun,
that
but we're-
range.
But you're doing a hell of a job.
Okay, cool. All right.
Targeting for the
Whew.
blunderbuss at long range is a 4, as
Hit me
opposed
in the
to
shoulder. Hit me in the
targeting
shoulder.
on the burn
Hit you in the
cannon,
Hit me in the shoulder. Hit me in the shoulder. Oh, there we go. No, hit me hard.
which is a 2. No, it's actually
there you
still
go. That's
easier to hit with the blunderbuss.
Okay.
All right.
Burn cannon is hard to target.
Yeah, you know how hard it is without power steering.
So that is the same check as the burn cannon.
You've never met a car before. As far as you know, this is normal.
He's a fast
Plus
learner.
the targeting
He's a
on
real
this thing,
fast
which is
learner.
a 4, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22.
May I borrow 2?
Yep.
I screwed up that burn cannon roll earlier a little bit.
Shit's getting real, everybody.
We lost the ambassador like 2 seconds in. It's getting
Yeah.
real.
Can we grin and bear it? Ooh. Ooh. Terrible. Ooh.
Ooh, you flipped that one when you
I like
moved
it.
What was it?
It was 0-0.
Which one?
That
This,
one.
oh, this one.
Yeah.
Thank you. 8.
That's a hit. So you, you're shooting at the bear. Is that correct?
Yep.
So it's already essentially like pretty disabled, and it's kind of running wildly at you. Do you want to fire? I'm just curious. Do you want to hit on its cybernetics, or do you want to hit on its biology?
I want to hit to kill.
Okay, so you hit it essentially like right in the face, and you kill the bear. The bear falls sort of over on its end, and as it lands, these two guys are, since it's in front of them, are going to need to check to avoid the bear.
Yeah.
So far, we killed a tank and a bear. Pretty good.
Very glad you're here.
Oh, and some dirt bike guys, but that's less impressive.
The bear rolls backwards and takes out both of the off-roaders, essentially creating a barrier between the two.
This is
A
why you do
barrier?
not leave things alive.
And
barrier.
it rolls. The off-road vehicles fly over it, tumbling to the ground. They are all down. You are ahead of the chase.
That was amazing.
Are the other vehicles still in range?
No, there's. You mean the off-roaders?
No, because there was a car that was on the side. I
No.
thought.
That was a bear.
No, that was the bear. So
Oh,
you
I
took out the
it was a
tank,
car
then you
side
took out the two bikes, then you took out the bear, then you took out the two off-roaders.
Okay,
That's
I
it.
guess one of the
big
off-roaders
deal.
was
Done
on.
now.
Okay.
No big deal.
That's the whole run. So you find yourself heading out of the desert. Anything you want to say before we get out of this? You're
Would
free of the
those-
race.
Blister gangers, would I have been able to tell?
They were Blister Gang.
Do I have any idea where that technology came from?
Check. Oh, gross. Check. This is a perception check for 16. Add your military training to this for 5. So 21. 22.
22? Oh,
Right, is that right? 16 plus 5 is
no,
20.
that's
21.
21.
God, I'm a moron today. Thank you.
I mean, she can roll 22 if you really
I got
want
a
her to.
cat
Yep.
last night. She kept me up all night. I'm just
It's a really cute
a
cat.
really cute cat. It's a really cute cat.
It's a real cute cat.
She has the prettiest eyes, Jackson. Nice.
11.
Wow. Okay. So that technology, both the cybernetics that were hit and the degree to which they stood up to peacekeep technology, as well as the cybernetics, or as well as the gun that you've seen, there's only a couple.
The gun on the.
The gun on the tank,
Tank?
and the rocket. It's essentially the same deal. These are all like high-level military grade, like weapons. These are not the kind of weapons that were produced by your friend, but these are also not the kind of weapons that would normally be seen on Avalon at all. The last time you saw weapons that looked anything like this was through whispers and tales that you heard long after you came to Avalon from your old connections in Republic military. These are high-level Terran Republic weapons.
And remind me, Terran Republic is Sojourner.
Yeah.
Can I borrow you for a second?
Yeah, what is it?
So, these are Terran Republic weapons. These are Sojourner weapons. Technology.
Like army?
Like definite military, definite Sojourner, which makes them coming after your mother make less sense.
Not exactly. Could be they finally decided to take me out.
Mom, you were army. Why would they do that?
When I was a young woman, when I was you, I was taken to I was part of a large, I commanded a squad. This was back after the war, long after, when it would only be small groups, small towns that would stand up to the Republic and declare their own independence. It was my job generally to go into those towns and convince them to stand down. If rebel factions took over, I would do what needed to be done. We found a small rebel force patrolling the area. And we fought them. And we fought them, and we fought them. And after days of fighting, it became clear that the town was sympathetic to the rebels. Just enough that for every gain we made, they had some new trick up their sleeve. And then on the 5th day, I got a communique from higher up the line to stand my troops down and clear the area. I knew something was wrong. But I didn't have the courage to stand up. So I did my job. I cleared the area, stood my troops down, and I watched from afar as they bombarded the town with bunker busters.
I'm gonna go just put my hand on her shoulder.
There's a reason we came to Avalon. I never wanted to be part of this. I never wanted you to be part of this. There's a reason I didn't want you leaving here.
I thought you were just stubborn.
I was, but not stubborn enough. Not a night goes by I don't dream of that town.
So what exactly do you think is happening, Lita?
I don't know why the Republic would arm an entire gang against me. I ain't that dangerous. They want to send one person to take me out. They could have.
You know
Maybe
that's not
you
true.
scared them off. Yeah, well, maybe you scared them off, but this feels bigger than me.
Even if the military operation you're speaking of is the reason for this, what would be the cause of them going after your mother?
What's there to gain at this point? Doesn't make any sense.
No, it does not.
Brings Lucy into the fold. Think about it. Peacekeep, messing with factions that aren't ours. Just saying.
I hope the Peacekeep has nothing to do with this. For your sake. And the sake of this place.
We should table this and go check on your mom, Lita.
As you do this, you are actually merging up towards the farm. Hold up. Or the homestead, sorry.
What time of day is it?
It's getting to sunset.
I hit the lights.
Okay. As you hit the lights, you arrive at the homestead of Margaret North to find her sitting on the porch, reading a book about Sally Ride.
All right, Margaret North?
Margaret North.
My dad's mom.
Margaret is very old, but healthy and has her wits about her. Kayla, she perks up as soon as she sees your face. You've
Margaret?
seen her before. Kayla, dear! what brings you here, and who are your odd friend? And then she sees you.
Hi, Grandma.
Oh my word.
Professor.
Captain. And she holds out her arms for you.
Oh, I'm glad you're all right.
Margaret, did you not hear the commotion a bit ago?
My hearing's not what it used to be. What commotion?
That
Oh, nothing important.
There was a tank and a bear.
Oh, nothing important.
is black smoke, man.
So what brings you here?
You're in some danger, or maybe that was the party we just ran across.
What part of nothing important do y'all not get?
You gotta tell it.
I don't.
Come with us.
Margaret, you got a drink inside?
I still got a couple of bottles.
Mind
I
if I
keep
help
them just for
myself?
you.
Thank
Anytime, Kayla.
Let's
Kayla
grab
walks
him.
into the house.
Grab whoever's here. We gotta get out of here.
It's just me.
All right.
But she sees her daughter-in-law in the truck. Lita. Lita turns around. Margaret. So if you left, it must be serious. It's something like that. You get in the truck. We're going home.
Is this a matriarchal society then, where the names carry down to the female side? Or?
We talked about it, and different people do it differently.
Okay.
This just
Just
is
curious.
how
That's
we did it.
interesting to me.
Yeah. So Margaret stands up. Can I use you for support? My legs aren't what they used to be.
Whoa, hey, I go help her.
Noble
Okay.
defender, this is my grandma.
Hi, Grandma. My
gonna-
grandma.
Do you have grandmothers?
I'm not your grandma, baby.
I'm gonna come outside with a drink for myself and for Margaret.
Okay. Oh, thank you, Kayla. Could use this.
Hey, what? You're all gray.
Oh,
You'll be too someday. Just watch. Happens before you know it.
he's never been to town.
What?
He's the one raised by the brightest eye.
Yeah, funny
Yeah,
story.
I read about you.
What? You what?
Oh, you're all the news around Terra.
What?
They say a human got found. It's very exciting.
Or vexing, one or the other.
Well, here,
You know better than me. He seems quite nice.
let's get her, inside. Come on.
All right, so y'all get in the truck.
I give the newcomer a little eye wave.
She looks at you. And then she greets you in a customary limb greeting that you've never seen a Terran use before.
I'm so bewildered it takes me a minute to properly respond.
Grandma was the
I've
smartest
never-
woman I met till I met Lulu.
Never met one of you before. But you're kind as well respected.
It is an honor, and I mean it.
All right, so y'all get in the truck. All right.
Love that we've all gone to y'all's now because of
I know, right?
the
I've just
set,
moved this whole thing to y'all's. That's all I'm doing.
Avalon, y'all.
Avalon, y'all. All right. Well, most of your trip back is easy. Blister Gang is nowhere to be seen. However, as you... Oh, wait, hold on. I want to just catch this. Yeah.
A dune worm comes out.
Don't give him
Spice
ideas.
must flow.
No, you're good. You're good. So you head back and you find yourself heading through heading back down the same dirt roads you passed. By the time that you pass back through those dunes, the area where you had that battle is now like windswept. Most of the stuff is gone or in small pieces.
Are there any usable, interesting cybernetics left on that bear? That aren't fried?
If you want to stop down and check it out, you can.
I would like to, please.
All right. So, are you just gonna jump off, or are you gonna have him stop?
Can we stop for just a moment?
Sure. Noble,
What?
I'd like to get some more information if I can.
hit the brakes 1 sec.
All right, what are we doing? Stopping?
And you.
I always need to know everything.
He has a lot of questions.
Noble. He has a lot of questions. Kayla, you get off the truck, head down to the desert below. First, let's do a perception check, see if you can find the bear in the first place.
It's nighttime right now.
It's the size of a car!
Yeah, but it's been windswept and it's at night. So,
All right.
I do have the ability to see
Indeed.
a lot.
Indeed, you do.
I cut-
16 for perception, please.
I cut the lights so no one can see we're out there.
Okay.
She may use that light.
No. You.
All right.
Let's not stand out in the desert in the middle of the night.
Fair.
We're
We're not going to be here long.
That's not a one.
That was, though. 6.
Okay. You find it. It's mostly buried, but you can.
Buried.
Yeah, in the sand.
Oh,
it's already like
okay.
It's a
swept
buried
over it.
bear.
Buried bear. But you're able to sort of scoop off a little bit of the sand and find the area around its head where a lot of the cybernetics were like impacted. And you see there's like a sort of chipset there that's sort of like it seems to be controlling for the hydraulics on the thing. So like all of the sort of the extra strong legs, the extra strong arms, all of that reinforcement, that all seems to be coded through this chipset. So you sort of locate the chipset.
Oh, can I take it?
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
So you pop the chipset off, put it in your pocket, head back to the truck.
Congratulations, you eluded a bear.
Yes, congratulations, you looted a bear.
Pretty awesome, actually.
But not just.
Was the bear named Trinket?
No.
Okay, that was me.
So,
I
what's up
retract
next?
that question.
You guys heading back to the
Yes, we are.
Head back to the
It
farm?
had better not be a smoking ruin.
Congratulations, it's not a smoking room.
Oh, thank God.
Yay.
There's nothing.
As we approach, I want to try perception listen. It hasn't been going so well, but I at least want to try to
I
see if
would
I can
like
see there's
to try
any
perception
enemies
with my
there.
Signature.
Great, go for it. Both of you
16
roll.
still, right?
Yep, 16 still. Both of you roll perception.
Hey, this thing's moving.
Yeah, man.
See me rolling. Hating.
Trying to catch me riding dirty. Trying to catch me
Not
riding
too much.
dirty.
Trying to catch me riding dirty.
dirty.
9.
Nice, nice,
I'm getting better.
nice.
Why can't I count?
Let me see how Kayla's doing before we resolve this.
11. Okay.
See, now I have that in my head. I'm gonna have this new Elvis version of Riding Dirty stuck in my head for the rest of the night. Thank
Damn
you very
straight
much.
he will.
That's a 9.
Double nines.
Hey, you see me
All right.
riding dirty.
Cool. So, you're driving down the road and getting through the pylons, the turbines. And as you head through them, the area is still really discordant, but suddenly there's a lot more life. Like a lot more life. You can feel...
Like sentient life?
Yeah, like sentient life. You can feel it sort of all around you. There's a sort of sense of concordance.
And are we like fully surrounded, or is it just what we're heading into?
By the time you are reaching out to this, you're like near the homestead, so it is pretty much entirely around you.
We're surrounded.
And what do I?
By
You-
who?
when she says this, you flip to channels and start to circle, and as you look around your heat vision, you clock like
Lights off.
okay, yeah, you clock on like horizon, 5 troop transport ships,
Son of a bitch.
like full-scale drop ships. They are all surrounding the farm. As you
How many do I know how many those can hold?
like hundreds of guys.
We have to turn around right now.
What? What's that?
Just do it and I'll explain later.
Listen
but
to
you need
Kayla.
Turn around and leave.
You got it.
Roll for helm, please.
You got
There are at least 5 transport drop ships
5
surrounding your mother's property. Each one can hold several dozen military.
Right.
We have to assume that they're hostile.
And they're in concordance with each other, so they're all here for the same thing.
They're in what now?
Well, that's
Concordance with each other. They're working together.
Well, clearly, they're all here at the same time.
Mom, is there anywhere we can go?
This is no. This is my home. We just
Do I know anywhere we can go?
you can try it.
five,
But oh, actually, no. Wait, hold up. Before you actually do, you know the same thing she knows. So I'll retrofit that for a second. She turns to you. Listen to me, and listen to me very quickly. There's not going to be a way to get out of here. If they've got us surrounded by 5 troop transports, driving isn't going to help us. So here is what we need to do. This entire place, this entire farm is rigged on a detonator. These turbines, each of these are electronic. They are all rigged. If we are captured, we're done for. They will take us back. They will do whatever it is they're trying to do. I don't
You're not
intend
gonna
on
let them
letting
hang
use
you for their mistakes.
and I'm not going to let them use you for yours. I have a feeling this is about you. What you set off with the Pakha, I have a feeling is just starting here on Terra. And I am not going to be the reason that they capture my daughter. I destroyed my life when I was your age by following orders I never should have. You freed our planet by not following orders that you shouldn't have. I have been racking my brain since I heard about what you did to try to understand why I didn't have the courage to be like my daughter. Don't sacrifice yourself for me. Get out.
What are you talking about?
And as this happens, lights engage all around the farm. From the desert, or from the forest around. You are surrounded.
Lita, what are you gonna do?
7.
I'm grabbing her hand.
Hold on a second. That was a 7 on the thing?
Yep.
You managed to to turn the thing around and
Right.
get towards an exit mode, but by the time you turn around, there's a spotlight there as well.
Okay.
She points to this. Talk to them if you need to. But we're not getting out of here. And if you need to run, I need to know you'll run.
I'm not going anywhere without you.
I'll try to come with you. But we're gonna need to go together.
Is there time to pull her aside?
Yeah? If you like. I mean, you're all in the car, so.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they haven't. Well, where they can't hear me.
Well,
Sure, if you want to try. Yeah, you'll have to go away from the car, though.
Oh, we have to leave.
we're,
Okay.
we're still driving though, right?
No, you've stopped.
We stopped. Okay.
Yeah.
Mom, what are you proposing?
There's no whispering thing here.
If you want to whisper, you can, but she's in like the middle of a conversation and you're in a car, so like whispers carry.
Okay.
What she's pointing to on her wrist is her control system.
Yeah.
She's telling you that these turbines
Uh-huh.
are all rigged,
Are all rigged to blow.
a system here that will blow up the farm. You are now surrounded by military units that have at least up until now, have had the expressed intent of taking her, your grandmother, and maybe you. She does not want that to happen. So, she is providing an option. If you want, because again, you can handle this however you like, but what she is proposing, straight out, is an ability to rig this place to blow, and she is telling you that there is a tunnel underneath her property that can get you clear of this place. Her and Kayla built this years ago in the event of a need. Kayla knows her way out, and if you need to do that, you guys can get out. But somebody's going to need to rig this place to blow, and somebody's going to need to wear the bracelet, and someone's going to need to set this off.
Can't she do it as we go?
She said she'd try.
How close is everyone else to the turbines? Are they a big giant? Is it a big giant distraction, or are we killing all the troops?
It would be a big giant distraction that may well kill some people.
Do we know what troops these are?
Right now, you have lights shined all over you. That's what's going on right now. You've not encountered someone yet.
How far are we from the entrance to the tunnel?
It's at the house, so you're like maybe 100 feet, something like that. It's a run.
So we could keep driving. Too.
As we're going, I want to see if I can perception listen any sort of intent. Like, are they trying to kill these people? Are they trying to take them captive?
Yeah, you already did a listen for these guys and rolled a 9. I'm gonna say, yeah, they have hostile intent, but they're not. It doesn't seem like they have killing intent.
Okay.
All right, Lita. Seems to me like you've already given up the farm.
Don't think I much ever had a choice. I have a feeling whether or not we left this was gonna happen.
We gotta get to that house as quick as possible. The only way to do that is floor it.
Well, floor it either way.
I know exactly where the entrance is. I can tell your helmsman where to stop so that we can get as close as possible. And we've all gotta just dive in and start running.
While they're talking, I took that data pad to try and see if I can hack in any communications, because these people have real things, so we can at least know who these people are, who these things are.
When you talk about a data pad,
Isn't there a data pad on the dashboard?
there's just like a computer in the car. It's not like a fancy
Right.
like data pad. But if you're trying to mess with their communications, you can try.
Yeah. Can I hack it? And
You
then-
can try.
All right.
It's tough, but you can try.
Can I lend a hand?
Yeah. Computer hacking for 12 to Noble. Kayla, your hack is...
Do these look like the Republic Army or like?
They're not close enough to you to know yet. You guys have been talking about all of this with lights shining in your faces, but until one of you engages them or one of them talks to you, you're not going to know that yet.
Captain, their intent is hostile, but I don't think they are planning to kill anyone here.
All right. Well,
Mom, if those are Republic soldiers, how are they any different than you were?
11.
I rolled a 9.
Okay. Maybe they're not. They're making the same mistakes I made.
You don't deserve to die for it, do they?
I wonder sometimes.
You made a life that was worth living. Let's just get the hell out of here. Can you blow up some of them?
Give me a, give me a 28. This is your social convince. Similar to getting her to leave the farm, you can tell there's a certain part of her that, like, is ready to die for this because she wants to protect you, but also because she has a tremendous amount of guilt for her past. Talking her out of that's going to be a high roll, so feel free to try.
She knows me and cares about me too. Can I help at all?
If you like, but you're kind of helping one thing or the
You
other.
just taking out the nothings?
Yep. I'm
Thank
taking out the
you.
good stuff, actually.
Well, I'd rather help with that.
Okay.
I really would.
Yeah, totally. So then,
I'm taking out the nothings.
Yeah, these are good.
They're one each?
Yeah, they're one each. Choose crits.
this is your presence, your empathy.
All right, these
Probably
three
don't have a
ones.
lot, but-
Take out these three.
There's a 0 right there.
Yeah, you don't have much by way of a social convince check. It's a 4.
All right. I'll stay with
Thank
Dylan then.
you.
Okay.
There you go.
That was a
1, 2,
5.
3, 4,
A 5? And he got a 9?
5.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Okay, then.
We have power over our mothers as
What'd you get?
17.
She rolled a 14.
Jesus, Mom, you are stubborn.
Yeah. Then we handle this how you want to handle it. You're the captain. What do we do?
Well, we get the hell out of here if we can, and if it helps to make some flash boom, we do. But until we know who they are, I don't want to don't want to kill any of them. Can anyone see where exactly they are?
Meanwhile, as you say that, you note that Noble's been over here messing with the dashboard, and the radio suddenly tunes on. And as it does,
That's
a
what I'm-
voice comes through.
Everybody, listen, listen, listen.
What did you do to Mom's car?
Improvised.
No?
You hear that?
Captain Lucy Bard. And it just comes through the radio.
God, I hate this guy already.
I know you are interfering with my radio communications, and so I believe it is time we parley before one of you makes an unfortunate decision.
Is this a two-way connection?
Is it?
Yeah, you've got a radio connect.
You got one now.
Who do I have the misfortune to hear from?
Oh. That's no way to greet a person of my stature.
Stature don't mean nothing. This is Avalon.
Stature means everything. This is Terra. And at that point, you can hear a sound from behind you. The walking of feet. A figure's approaching.
More than one?
One figure is approaching.
I've drawn on this figure.
And he stops.
Can
And you look up to see a colonel in full military regalia.
Lights on.
Terran Republic. Well, the lights are going the other direction.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, actually, I have the flashlight in the gun arm. I'll shine
Put the
that
flashlight
on
on
him.
him?
Yeah.
Okay. He has the cold, practiced smile of a politician.
I'm gonna pull my blunderbuss because that's just kind of how I roll.
Okay. You all have pulled your weapons on.
Yeah, I have the Paka gun in the others.
He does not pull a weapon. His name tag reads Rample.
Can I see that?
Yes. My name is Colonel Victor Rample
Rample.
of the Terran Republic military, and I am here for your confession.
You want to tell me why you sanctioned an attack that led to the death of the official Peacekeep ambassador to Terra, Colonel Rample?
They weren't kidding. You really are quite the force, aren't you?
You are in my home, sir.
No. Madam, you are in mine. Ever since you spread the truth about the Paka, the Terran Republic has been in upheaval. This world, including your precious free island, has been at threat. Paka morals and inspiration are what kept us together. But now, thanks to you, no one believes in them anymore. Our society itself is coming apart at the seams. And yet, here you stand with all the moral integrity of a Rample, and pretend to tell me that I am trespassing. No, I'm saving my planet. Tell your guards to stand down. I'll parley with you individually. I will tell you what is going on.
Why did you come here?
As I said, I'm here for your confession. He steps forward towards you. Some very powerful individuals. He looks at the gun, he does not stop moving. Very powerful individuals in the Republic believe that the best way to get the citizenry back under control is to get you to confess to framing the Pakha.
What?
With your confession, the stabilizing element of everyone's faith in the Pakha can be restored even in his absence. These powerful individuals sent me here to capture your mother. She was going to be our little insurance policy. A hostage, as a way to keep you in line in the future. I hoped to accomplish the plan using the Blister Gang as a front, but I did not realize that you and your underlings would be here to mess this up for me.
Oh.
You ought to have more respect for service members than that.
What do I
sir.
know about Victor Rampel?
Well, you know he's a rample.
I assume he's from the shitty side.
I figure you haven't really been watching a lot of, like, again, because not a lot of news gets here unless you're really searching for it. The question is really, like, how much you've been following the Rample family since.
And he would have no idea. And I mean, I guess not that it would matter, but he have no idea who I was.
Yeah, I don't think he has much concept of who you are. Do you think Kayla's been keeping an eye on the Rample family, or do you think she's
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to... Okay, then hold on a second.
I would think that would be the one thing she was keeping track of.
Oh, that's not working. That's okay. You know that he is, there we go. You know that he is a descendant of a different line than Charlotte. He is from a cousin line to Charlotte that goes back to Carl Rample.
He's a colonel. He's not like the prince.
No, he is a colonel.
So how is the prince related to him?
Is it print?
That's getting into questions that I'm not entirely sure I can answer yet. Give me a moment.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
There's a lot
It may
of
not matter. I'm just trying
material
to
on this.
How
parse
many
this out.
Ramples are there? I think Charlotte abolished the monarchy.
Right now, there is no prince anymore.
Did she? Oh, okay.
The Republic sort of reformed its government. It now is run by a first minister who is not himself a Rample.
Okay. Got it.
The Ramples have positions of power throughout the government, but they aren't necessarily the ruling family anymore.
So we assume he's answering to that head of whatever.
Yeah, he's a pretty high level military.
Colonel Rample? I need to talk to you, but I need to talk to your superiors.
My superiors have authorized me to talk to you.
Great, let's all have a conversation.
We are having that conversation.
There's only two of us. I need to talk to whoever gave you your orders.
The first minister isn't going to talk to you.
Really?
No. The first minister can't be seen with you. The first minister cannot be seen with any of you.
Can I
Why
lie
not?
detect him to see if he's being honest about
Sure.
this? Okay.
Can I help?
Sure.
Oh, you have lie detect?
A little bit.
Hold on.
More of a help.
Detect. Nip. Pose. Subterfuge. 12 for lie detect.
got 11.
He's not lying. But there's also something deeply wrong with this guy. You listen to his like biology to try to catch the lie, and there's no lie, but there's also a lot of really interfering signals in his biology. He may not entirely be what he appears. You start to scan him with your eyes and start to note that he is his heat signature is off. He's actually running at a cooler temperature than a normal person. His actual internal temperature is closer to about 70 degrees.
What does that tell me?
Augmentation? Most likely. But the kind of which you've never seen. Something's up with this guy. Either he's very sick, he's dying, he's dead, he's frozen, or something's been changed in his biology.
Can I whisper to the captain?
Can I tell if it's like a mind control thing or no?
No, it's not a mind control thing.
Okay.
Can I whisper to the captain?
Sure.
He's not lying, but there's something wrong with his biology. I can't quite tell what.
There's a lot wrong with him.
Your creature is quite correct.
That was a whisper. Oh, wait, he could hear me whisper. Oh.
And before we go any further down this ludicrous path of negotiation, let me inform you that negotiations ended the minute you arrived on Avalon. Here's what's going to happen. You are going to sign a confession.
You're not much of a student of Terran or Earth history, are you?
I am a maker of Terran history.
Which one of us made history?
Yeah, which one of us?
Roll intimidation.
I don't remember what that was. I'm sorry, I didn't write it down.
No, it's fine. 18.
Thank you.
Quite welcome. Lucy Bard learning that she's a bit more intimidating than she thought.
She's more intimidating than me. That's impressive.
He did, like, get rid of the entire slate, so.
I didn't
Well, yeah,
really,
she's
but
like
I'll
the
take
social
the
condensed.
credit
Yeah.
sometimes.
Of, like nice things.
I'm informed by our Terran lore master that Victor Rample is like a 5th or 6th cousin of Tom Rample. So he's way off on one family tree. The Rample family tree is gigantic.
It's like the,
And we met Tom.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, I'm
2, 3,
I'm thinking this is like the inbred
5,
family
6,
tree.
7, 8.
Part branch of the family tree.
8. Rolled a 12. But so he looks you up and down. Captain Bard. I will admit that this brings me no pleasure. I know he takes his radio out of his ear. I know you were right. I know that Pakha was some lying monster. I know we were used. I know you were used. The First Minister knows this too. But unfortunately, we cannot know this. More will die. War will start again. If we do not act now, if the Republic does not take charge of this planet,
We have been down this road before.
others have been down this road before. You and I have never been down this road. Perhaps this time it will stick.
No one who. If anyone from back then were still around, they'd probably be the first to say that's what they said then too.
I can't actually say that.
What are you talking about?
All lies to you.
I was around back then. Charlotte Rample was my best friend. I'm the one that took her across enemy lines to make that speech. So yeah, I will say that.
You're that Kayla Torvis?
How many Kayla Torvises do you think there are on Terra?
Are you okay?
You want to arrest that man for the murder of Ambassador Miet?
Don't really have that authority anymore.
Want to join the Peacekeep?
Really? They let you
could
join
really use you.
anyway.
What? Why? What does that mean? Actually, wait. I have terms. They're very simple. Mostly involves the ability to continue to fucking fight at my leisure. And following orders is not really my strong suit.
Here, here.
You'll be right at home.
I like her. We should keep her.
Yeah, I don't mind.
But also, I'm reluctant to leave your mother. Suppose that can wait, though.
Perhaps all of this can wait. You have 5 minutes
To what?
to sign the confession.
You know damn well that's not going to happen.
Well then,
Can I just kill him?
That's not...
then I don't need 5 minutes. And I can order them to fire on this position.
She's gonna take 5 minutes. Hold on now. It's a very long day, and I know you, tongue man, seem to be edging for a fight. So why don't you just give us a little time and consideration?
Who can hear me if I shout right now?
Probably everyone. Might be hard to get to the troops around, but
You
maybe.
can borrow this awesome microphone, though. That's part of the...
Like,
Who, me?
I mean, I'll take it if
But
you.
I don't think we've established a microphone on the
With what?
Yeah,
on the.
I don't think the carp is a
Rig.
PA system.
Really?
Yeah.
The one that makes the voice all weird and cool?
I mean,
No,
that was on the
shuttle
that was on our
craft
shuttle.
arm to
Never
stun
mind.
him.
What am I thinking? Too many vehicles in one day.
Men and women of the Republic,
Oh,
Oh, I have a paralysis gun.
Colonel Rample has betrayed the service you all joined. He has caused the death of Ambassador Diadman Miet of Kire, and he is attempting to murder innocents in the name of a lie.
Takal and I moved to either side of him.
To either side of Rample?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think that's what you signed up for. Never follow an illegal or immoral order.
All right. Roll for it. Oh, big roll. This is a command speech for 23.
Do you have any willpower left?
yeah.
I've got a lot of willpower left.
Yeah.
We're gonna put it all in there. 23, you said?
Yeah.
How about 30?
How about
I
30?
hope I don't get shot.
Can you inspire yourself afterward? Or
Yeah.
I don't think I can inspire
That
myself.
was really
but-
good.
can she inspire herself?
No.
That's like, I think Martin Luther King Jr. is the only one that could do that.
10, 15, 20, 25. May I borrow one more?
You can borrow them all.
Thank you. Please let
After
this be one of
Taka's
these
gonna have a
rolls
lot
that
of questions
work.
about what a rample is.
This is it. Take that. Put
You counting successes or just moving it?
I'm just moving it so it
Okay.
doesn't fall.
All right. Get rid of the nothings.
I'll move successes out. Friends help friends count dice. Friends help friends count dice. Friends help friends when the rats is on the line.
That's a lot of twos.
That's better than ones.
All right.
It's like a music band. That's a lot of
Are all those ones near you that you rolled too, or?
I don't know what
all
you said.
successes.
Okay.
No, all those
Any doubles?
successes right
yep.
there. Are those?
Did you roll these?
Yes.
Okay.
What was
wait,
that?
that's a 9.
That was a 9? Okay. Just leave those for a second. These are each individual successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
Yeah.
11,
Yeah.
12, 13.
Yeah.
If anyone still got like the severed arm of the ambassador, it would be a really great prop.
Yeah, Dylan, what did you say?
That'd be me.
Holding
me.
up the severed
Have you just
arm.
been carrying it around the whole time?
Yeah, I kind of kept it. I got an idea what to do with it.
Make a thing out.
There's a sort of pause. And Rample just kind of puts his hands to his nose. Looks back up at you. Well. You certainly don't disappoint.
I don't care if I disappoint you.
There is nothing illegal about my orders. Every man here knows they're on the right side. Every one of them will follow my command. And as he says that, there's like an explosion from off on the side of one of the gunships. And he turns. What the hell? Lita grabs your shoulder the minute he's distracted. Run. We have to run now. We have to run now.
Do we all hear? Do we all hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, running.
Are we all in a vehicle?
Yeah, you're if
you go.
you want, you can either run or you can use the vehicle. It's up to you.
Whatever.
But you seem to have convinced at least enough of those troops that they are now infighting.
Drive. I can tell you exactly where to stop.
Fantastic.
Don't tell me twice.
I'm gonna tell her exactly where to stop.
Sounds good.
And
That's not good.
Oh.
Whoa, ho!
What do you got?
I'm just. Is anyone firing on us?
Not yet. We're gonna roll against the. We're gonna see how this goes, and then we'll go from there. We're gonna check your health.
I do want to ask my gun arm. Do you have a stun setting?
Why, yes, I have a tranquilizer setting.
Could we trank that guy who tried to get everyone here killed?
Oh, yes, I would very much like that.
Yeah, am I able to trank him while he's doing that?
9.
Well, you have to roll initiative.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
9.
9. Cool. Where are you trying to go?
Where am I going?
You guys trying to get to the tunnel, or are you gonna try to break the blockade?
Tunnel. Right?
Okay.
All right.
Tunnel.
Where? Point me. Hang on.
So you ratch around, screeching around as all around you, gunfire starts to open up with some of the troops. Clearly, Bard just made enough of a point that there's like some legit infighting going on. This might not last long though. Rample is making calls out to his people in the distance, like putting his earpiece back in and like shouting at them like, "Bravo team, I need you to move on that position now! Shut down!"
I'm gonna.
Right, and
I
you're
wanna-
okay.
yeah.
Roll initiatives.
Oh.
I'm assuming you're not in combat because you're driving.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'll just hit that NOS button if I can.
Thank you very much for all the
you
driving.
used all the NOS, bro.
I'm willing to trank him.
No, bro.
I mean, mine sucks.
Really
so.
wish
It's a
Chris counted.
Podmobile, man.
I only got 3.
Well, you're first.
Yeah.
It's got the power of Shakespeare.
3.
3.
You got the drop.
Okay. And what do you get?
1.
Okay. It's awesome. I do everything by initials. So Takaz always TK because she doesn't have a last name. And now Kayla Torvis is KT. So I have TK and KT always switching off on initiatives.
TK221.
You fire a so the gun reaches up and fires a tranquilizer dart. Roll for it.
Is that just the same targeting as normal?
Yep.
Okay, so.
I like that.
3, 4. Wow. Whoa, I love these dice. I'm rolling with these dice like all the time. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Wait, hold on. Ah! Let's count. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9,
God dang it!
10, 11, 12.
Those bullets.
You fire the dart, and as like you fire it, and then like quicker than you thought a person could possibly react, Victor Rampel turns around and catches the dart in midair.
What?
He turns it around and throws it back at you. Roll defense.
Oh,
With a 12?
oh, crap. Wait, is that my 3?
Yeah.
Some unholy demon shitting that guy. Sorry, that came
I got
out.
a 2.
That's messed up.
You got what?
2?
We gotta up your defense.
Oh,
Uh,
well, I have my armor helps.
not on a trank.
Oh.
So the trank hits Taka right in the forehead.
Whoa.
You are tranked out for 1 round at least. You'll have to roll composure to get back into combat.
Oh, shite.
I'm driving away.
So Taka drops
I should have just blasted.
as you guys begin to drive past Rampel.
I was trying to be helpful. Next time I'll just
Wait,
kill.
drive past. Oh, drive past.
Yeah,
She's
sure.
outside.
Yeah. It is your turn, Kayla. And what did you roll on initiative? Sorry.
I got a 5, but I wasn't immediately taking a combat action, so.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna place you then. Technically, you're gonna get placed before Taka from here on out.
Okay. But yeah, I wasn't doing a combat action in that turn anyway.
But since
so
you're
it
not
would've-
planning on doing a combat action, KT.
Is there any reason he needs to be alive?
Fuck no.
Did you say
I
that
was
out
just
loud?
trying to be helpful.
And I'm
You're
related to the
unconscious.
guy, I guess.
Well, sorry, I'm just trying to think this out because like he's giving orders to them, but only some of them are listening, and we're already like driving away, right? So like trying to figure out what kind of damage he could do just standing there. You know?
Don't shoot him with anything he can throw back at you. Except I'm unconscious and can't say that.
I just see her like doing this, like, don't do
No, I think I'm just completely out.
Yeah, yeah. It's just gone.
Kayla, if anybody takes a shot at us, you stop them?
Can I just run him over?
Yeah.
Well, you're going the other way.
We're passing him.
Do you want him alive?
He's a bastard, but he hasn't.
Don't have a whole lot of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Want him
moving.
alive or not?
We're doing 70 in the desert.
He's an asshole, but till he takes a shot.
Then holding on fire. Cool. You drive past. He watches you go and then starts running after you at the speed of a moving car.
What?
He is keeping up with you at pace. In fact, he is outpacing your vehicle.
So now can I shoot him?
I mean, next round.
Can I try to stun?
So
Where-
hold on.
Wait, a lack of a decision is a decision?
Yes, a pass of a turn is a pass of a turn. So I
Okay.
said, like, are you going to make the action? You said no, so we move through.
Oh.
So I need you to roll helm.
Done.
Because you're now in a race.
Oh.
Technically, now you're all in combat with Victor Rampel.
Bring it, bitch. All right. Here we go.
And that is
Don't
the
hit
last
that
time I
thing.
show mercy
Two
ever
more-
again.
Two more.
That
I'm gonna
also
throw
might
2
be the
willpower
last
in this
time
race.
Taka
Okay.
uses
Nah,
the
fuck it.
trank.
3 willpower in this race.
Okay?
So I'm at 28. There you go. Help me out, because I'm about to save this.
Man,
Hopefully.
even with all of Victor Rampel's insanely high stats, you still roll a higher drive than he does by 4 dice.
Oh, feels good.
This guy.
There you go. Victor Ramp my ass. All right. 20. 25. 28. All right. Oh, yeah. All right.
Well, I realized I didn't use athletic dodge for my defense.
Well,
Oh, wow.
you're in a car,
Yeah.
so you really shouldn't anyway.
Okay.
Athletic dodge should really only be when you have an ability to be athletic towards your dodge.
That's fair.
No, that was you. Fuck you. Bring it back. Bring it back. Nope, you cancel that. Nope.
Sorry, somebody on the Alpha chat just started singing the song, Lord, I was born a rambling man.
Oh.
And now
Oh,
that's-
yes.
Now that's definitely playing over this entire.
Did I hit the radio? Though
Yeah.
I was born a bruised man. There you go.
Good.
All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12,
Taking out their
13,
leader won't
14,
exactly
15,
help our little
16.
mutiny.
What's up?
16.
Dang. Hey, you know what? You know what you got?
What?
You found some extra nos.
What?
What?
Extra what?
Nos.
button.
It's the
Morty,
thing they always
Morty,
press
Morty,
in
look
Fast
at
and
this
the Furious
button.
to make it go faster. So you
Look at this.
press the nos.
What's the green button?
That's the extra nos! Screams Grandma.
Hold on!
And you guys just start blazing through, leaving Rample actually in the dust. He rolled real low. So he doesn't manage to keep up with you guys as you get towards the house. He pulls a rifle and starts to fire.
right.
Shot in that motherfucker.
He
Screw this guy.
He has first action, so
Can I
he is going to fire on the vehicle. So
Can I
roll
swerve?
Helm. Yeah. Roll helm for defense.
Okay. There's a helm defense?
No, it's just
wasn't
literally roll your
good in
helm
my
check.
nose, but I couldn't
Your
roll.
Okay,
20,
got it.
25
Thought
for
you
your
said-
drive. That's gonna act as your dodge.
Sweet. All right. Whoa. Okay.
Beaten 11.
Okay. I can do that. We'll start with you. 1, 2. Ah, you cancel that. Okay. Well, that was shit. All right. Oh, wow.
You eat that sandwich for like 4 hours. By
I
the
know
way.
it's delicious.
I feel like it's
Just
like
keeps
just the
eating.
box of eternal sandwich.
Yeah, just constantly new
He's the
chicken.
fucking Brad Pitt of this game.
It's the
10, 10.
it's like Rake's everything box. But every
Ooh.
time I reach in, it's just the same thing. Just more turkey sandwich.
As long as it's
All
a
right.
really good sandwich.
It is a really good sandwich. I get one of these before
2,
every
3,
vast. I go to
4,
Coffee
5,
Commissary to get myself a turkey
6,
sandwich.
7, 8,
They're delightful.
9.
Thanks, Coffee Commissary.
9 is good.
9.
Oh, they also got you ripping up Max's.
Full success.
All right.
Is that just a picture?
Yeah, it was
So you're nearing the farmhouse
shipping.
when Rample.
I lost it.
Yeah. Rample lifts his arm out. His arm disassembles itself, reassembling itself into a sort of massive
Excuse
Rob Liefeld level gun.
Excuse you.
Oh no!
And fires.
Oh.
It hits the back of the truck,
What?
sending the truck flipping up into the air. So, I need all of you to roll survival checks. This is not a hard thing to survive, but I need you to roll survival
We're all
checks.
strapped
'cause
in,
you're
so
about to
that'll
get in a
help.
car accident.
Do I get a bonus for being completely limp? Because that's actually better in this sort of thing.
I suppose. Sure. I guess you probably don't need to roll a survival check because you're out.
Okay.
So I'm not gonna make you do that.
You're limp. It's fine.
Yeah.
I am a
you
limp limb.
Just need to not biff it, basically.
Oh wait, so
You're looking at me because you need your survival check. Okay.
wait, do you need me to
You have
roll or
one
no?
extra
No.
lead.
Okay.
Of course.
I just don't know what it is.
Thank you.
Also, I'm the only one allowed to have a gun arm. This isn't fair.
Oh, why not? I'm gonna try one of these.
14. Caleb.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can I put
1,
willpower
2,
into
3,
that?
4, 5, 6,
100%.
7,
You have 3
8,
left.
9, 10. 10. Writing that down. Stop shooting!
5.
Do crits count here? Oops. I don't know what this is. That's a 2.
Wow. Okay. So, you low roll for that many dice. Shit.
There were like 4 crits in there. 4
Yeah.
fails.
So, car flips. As it flips, Kayla reaches out and grabs both of the older bard women and pulls them out of the truck. essentially like while it's upside down, she grabs both of them and like dives out the back of the thing.
Badass.
You land, shielding their impact with your body's impact, but you find yourself knocked like real dazed. You're basically unconscious, but you're like you're able to kind of like stumble and walk, but not able to shoot. So you're not like dead or anything, but you're like essentially nerfed for the rest of the encounter. Meanwhile, Noble, you actually like stay in the car and manage to like keep it on track essentially after it flips a couple of times.
Right.
You manage to like level it off and stop it before it rams into the house. Lucy is still in the vehicle behind you, stressed out but alive.
What about me?
You fell out.
When you say
with,
both Ramble women, you meant the grandmother.
Yes, the Bard woman. Sorry. So you are with her. You fell out at the same time as she did, so the two of you were kind of in the same.
This keeps happening to me during car incidents, by the way.
Really?
What?
Well, do you remember Tales from Vast?
Oh yeah.
It was like bleh.
Yeah. Kayla gets nerfed in cars.
Cars and I do not mix.
Yeah, no more cars
We should
for
come
Kayla
to
Torres.
space where
All
we
right,
don't use
so
cars.
All right. But is there a ship anywhere?
you're pointing at Rample? Okay.
He's still far off.
Yeah. He's far off, but
way-
he's now coming up towards you.
Is he like Lawrence of Arabia far off? Like he's.
No, he's it was about 100 feet to the thing, so he's probably about 70 feet back.
70? Okay.
But he's coming at you.
Right. We gotta move into the house. Move into the house.
Oh,
You
to the
are
tunnels.
startled, kind of awake. Roll composure to tell me how awake you are.
oh, great. My composure's still not. Actually, I'm going to go with the dice that are...
It's a 9, and you still have 6 willpower.
I'm going to throw 2 willpower into that.
All right.
Ask my mom if we can hide, if there's anywhere to hide in the tunnels.
On the other side of them.
What?
Do we have any other vehicles? Can we make it on foot?
Yeah, the
All right.
tunnels are underneath. We just need to get through the house.
Let's go.
Go.
Help me carry Kayla.
Well, that is a big fat 0.
Okay.
Damn.
So yeah, you're still out then.
I grab her.
So
then.
you grab.
Yeah.
So you run back for Taka. You run back for Kayla, and Kayla's essentially Kayla and the grandmother are like working with each other.
All right.
The mom has Kayla on the other side, and you're leading all of them. The one who's still like fully aware.
And I'm looking over my shoulder to see if Victor comes in range.
Right. So Victor comes into range just around the time that Noble. So you're not on the car's broken.
Right. No,
So,
of course
so
not.
you run over to get to Ka, right?
She's in the back of the vehicle, or is she?
No, I got
she's
thrown
back.
out.
She's the furthest
Yeah,
towards Victor.
yeah.
Okay.
I get her.
So you run to grab her. Roll speed for me.
All right. Takes. Okay, that's not good. What's the other one? Oh. Fuck. 3.
As you run up, Rample fires a shot at you. Roll defense.
Okay.
Nobody can roll in this game. Have we noticed this?
So
Yeah.
it's been a low rolling game.
Is my
I rolled a 12
is my
to
combat
hit him. That
awareness
was a
into
good
this
roll.
defense,
I mean,
by
that's
the way?
the only good one I can think of.
I blew up the tank. That was like I rolled
From a
like
fighting perspective, at least.
the tank. I blew up the tank with all those crits. Remember the good
is
old
now.
days when I blew up a tank and wasn't unconscious?
All right. So what am I rolling then?
Remember the
9.
good old days when
9,
I ran
okay.
into tank fire?
No,
and
10,
died?
because you put
Yeah.
a dot into athletic dodge, I see.
Yes, I did. All right.
Or no, I'm sorry, that's 11.
Okay.
11 for the defense.
Well, that helps. All right.
Oh no, I already had your athletic dodge in this.
What am I rolling?
Take 2 of those dice away. 9.
Okay.
I'm really sorry, man.
It's
You-
okay.
you
It's all right.
Got me confused with the macros.
It's okay. What do we got?
Yikes. Yikes, Scoob.
Oh, loinks. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. He fires at you, and it goes, it like, basically like blows up right in front of you.
Okay.
Throwing up a lot of dirt, and, throwing sort of the excess explosion in your face, doing 4 damage.
Jesus.
When you say right in front of him, not like where I'm lying.
Yeah, where you're lying.
Oh, shit.
So that does 4 damage. destroying the rest of your uniform, essentially like burning away
Right.
most of that. Your jacket actually gets singed in the
Alright.
encounter as well.
All right.
And you take 1 damage. He then like calls after, or no, he's done his action. What do you do?
Who's up?
He's up. Yeah,
Okay.
we're just gonna.
All right.
encounter this
I
first.
grab Takai and get the fuck out of there.
All right. So you're grabbing her and running.
Right.
Victor's now essentially in firing range to you.
Shoot that asshole.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for it.
Jack, because I don't have a map in front of me, is it wiser from the range to run or shoot him per se? Like, will I?
Probably wiser to run.
Okay.
So far, shooting this guy has yielded nothing.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I
Is
figured.
this a choice between moving forward and shooting him?
No. You can be going into the house and shoot him until you're through the house.
Great.
Moving is an incidental action.
Great.
In Vast, you take 1 combat turn and 1 move turn, basically.
Okay.
Sometimes we'll say that move turn becomes a perception check, or that move turn becomes a knowledge check, or whatever. Like you have 1 incidental action and 1 combat action. That's how it functions.
Okay. So, in theory, could I have taken a combat action while picking her up?
Thank you, Aki.
Yeah, if you wanted, but again, that's the question. Like,
Oh,
Did
I mean,
your
I'd
Aki
rather
dice
pick her
roll
up
well?
and run.
yeah, then just do that.
All right, then that's it. If I get a free shot, though, I'd take it. You know, that kind of thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey, you hit him.
Good. Screw that guy.
You hit him in the shoulder for 6 damage. He doesn't stop walking. It hits him and he keeps going, and you can see the burn, like T-1000 style, reconstruct itself around his shoulder. And as he does, he like watches after you, and he yells, "Should have just signed the confession!" And he moves his arm to the barn, and he just detonates. And the barn, like, it's like it was like never there. It fucking disintegrates. Like he blows up a building in a shot.
Wait, is his gun arm better than my gun arm?
Probably yes.
Damn it!
Yeah, right? How? So he detonates, blows that thing up, and he's at this point he just keeps walking. He's
I'm
like a tank.
recording
He is
all of
not
this, by the
stopping.
way.
Sure. So you both get to the doors
Yeah.
of the house.
Oh, yeah. No, just kick the door in.
Okay.
Fuck that.
All right. Cool. Well, I mean, she's there first. Like Bard's there first. You don't need to kick the door. Door's open.
Great.
So you open the door. You guys go in the house.
Full speed for the tunnels.
You're heading to the tunnels.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, you're carrying Taka, you're carrying the line of the others all dazed, just kind of moving through the tunnels as best you can. Roll speed, both of you.
At what
You're
point
gonna
can
do-
I roll to wake up and help move things faster?
Once we go through this round.
Okay.
But we're very nearly there. Just get you...
Speed, not my strong suit. 4.
5.
All right. Yeah, okay. So, you're running through the building, and all of a sudden, like, half the living room, your, like, childhood home, is gone. Another beam from this guy's arm just blowing that thing away. He's just taking down the house around you. You see this just enough time to kick down a stairwell and start to head down that stairwell. As you get to the bottom of the stairwell, you find a basement area. Your mother just sort of walks up to the thing. She's rubbing her head. She's just barely still there. He's gonna take the whole place down.
You bring anything down here that blows up?
Everything
Love
was
to
in
close
that
that
barn.
entrance.
The barn generator was my explosive. If I can overload the rest of the place, but I'll have to stay to do it. Otherwise, we'll just have to run.
Hell no, we're running.
Okay, then we run. And she sort of flips open a door, big sort of bolt door, opens it up. Let's go. And beyond the door, you can see
Can I scatter beam melt it from the other side?
a homemade tunnel. if you want to try,
Yeah.
for sure. It'll slow you down, but
She's not carrying anybody.
yeah. So the rest of them start to head down the thing. You want to roll for composure to wake up? Kayla, you want to roll for composure to wake up?
My normal scatterbeam check.
I might be dead.
No, you're not.
I just rolled -3.
How? How?
All crit fail.
How?
Taka got seriously messed up.
Borrow
with
my
that.
Tell you,
dice.
This game is like.
She got
Those
seriously
are my
messed
good
up.
dice. Those are my
Holy
cake destroying
cow,
dice.
you guys.
Seriously, I will lend
Ow.
these dice.
Yeah, Taka's gonna have like some like low-level psychic damage after all of this is done.
Oh my god.
This is gnarly.
I like to think I just had a really nice nap. You know, I've been a little sleep deprived. I needed this break.
Help.
Yeah, it's
You
good.
know.
Please.
It's all good.
Help.
Wow.
Your composure's a 10.
I got a 4.
4 on what?
My scatterbeam
Oh, yeah,
melting
yeah, okay.
check.
You don't need more than a 3 to do the burn. It's just gonna take you a couple turns to do it.
Turns?
That's actually really good.
Oh, all right.
Isn't that like a lift?
5.
Okay. So you start to come back. Enough so that you can like talk and interact with people and like kind of be aware.
So I can run myself.
Yes.
Okay.
So you wake up, you're in a tunnel, heading down the line. The door's behind you, and Lucy is sitting there with a scatter beam slowly
Kayla,
heating
please get them out of here.
the sides of it.
All right. I'll run and make sure that her 2 family members are in front of me as we run.
Okay. And they all run, all leaving Bard behind as Bard sits here and burns away at this thing. Eventually, you hear another kaboom from above you, and the whole place shakes. Another kaboom from above you, and the whole place shakes. Finally, as you're burning the last of the way around this this reinforced door, you hear a sort of hit against the door, and again, and again, and again,
I'm gonna book it.
and you just start to run. Okay, roll speed for me.
Can anyone take Taka?
They're all gone at this point. I mean, you guys are all
You
down.
guys,
the way.
you are
Way
taking
far?
her.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's been holding it so that you guys can get clear. Now it's just a matter of like if that endangers her or not.
Alright. That's 3 ones.
I'm about to like upend this table.
It happens, man.
Kill all the dice.
Aki's got an 8.
3.
God.
It's
And
not
as,
a -3.
as the rest of you escape, getting the hell away, Bard's parents, you, Kayla, Taka, as you all get away, none of you are there to see or stop when the door that she's been trying to close down comes flying back through the tunnel. It impacts you, knocking you unconscious. By the time you arrive on the other side of the tunnel, Bard is not with you. You do not know what happened to her, but she never made it to your position.
All right, I gotta go back.
The tunnel behind you is collapsed. There is no way back.
Damn it!
He needs me to sign this thing. He can enjoy trying. Y'all can't hear that. I'm unconscious.
There's got to be another way. There's got to be another way we can get back to her.
Welcome to the unconscious party.
I'm talking to the mom. There's
You
gotta
can
be
assume
something.
you can assume everybody but Taka is conscious. Sorry, Taka. This is your mother. There's no way back. Damn it, I told her. We can't lose her.
We're not gonna. Not like last time. Not like this. Who the fuck is that guy?
That man is one of the most important people in the Terran Republic.
Why does he share my name?
Your what?
Excuse me?
I was called Aaron Rample. Tell me why he shares that name.
Because there are a lot of you. You're Aaron Rample.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, where we're going, you're gonna find out.
Holy shit. You're a Ramble?
Unconscious to call. What's a ramble?
I don't know.
And the grandmother steps up. And she looks at you. My boy, the Ramples are like the mothers and fathers of your culture. Leaders, politicians, and apparently monsters. If we are to get Lucy back, I have a feeling we're going to need to use your old name.
I don't like that.
Yeah. Neither do I. I don't like any of this. Lita. What do you say we get your daughter back? And Lita looks back at Margaret. I'd say we've got ourselves a new mission. Haven't had one of those in a long time. And they all look to Kayla. Think you can get us to the Republic? That's where they'll be taking her.
You know it.
This is no way to treat an ambassador.
And on that, we're going to end this episode of Vast. That was unbelievable, you guys. Well done. Good
Title of our whole episode. This is no way to treat an ambassador.
That pretty much sums up the entire episode, yeah.
Your captain is kidnapped. You've barely escaped, but both of the old women are alive, which is actually kind of a huge feat. I'll let you know that was not at all something that the module allowed for, so well done.
Why am I not surprised?
Did we essentially trade our captain for the old women?
Essentially,
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe.
They warned you that might happen. Though obviously, you almost got out. If she hadn't burned the thing, there's a chance you guys could have gotten out on speed alone. But like, that's cool. You didn't.
not
This is
obstructing.
awesome. This is going to lead to some great
I
story.
was gonna feel bad that I didn't like take a shot at him, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have done shit anyway. So
He's gnarly. He's a gnarly tank monster.
Do I get to be conscious in 2 weeks?
You definitely get to be conscious.
Okay, I'm just checking. That was
Yeah.
-3 is I think
It's
the
real
lowest.
bad. You're just sitting out the rest of the season. No more Taka.
That's the lowest roll I think I've seen in the entire game.
I
ever.
think negative
Yeah.
has to be a
I
record.
think
Vast facts get at us.
I bet it is. We'll ask the rest of the team. So that was freaking crazy. Thank you guys so much. That was an awesome episode. You guys absolutely killed it. Thank you to Rick Budd and Nick Gilman. Rick, are you here? Yeah, you're here. Come say hi on camera for half a second. Nick's not here, but Rick is. So hooray.
Trying to kill my
Look,
whole
it's Rick.
family.
It's the guy's episode you broke. Yay!
no one feels bad for you, you jerk face.
Yeah.
Trying
All
to
right.
kill old women. What's wrong with
Globe
you?
ambassadors, why don't we? Okay. Yeah.
So, for Dylan DeVale and Amy Dallin and Amanda Powers and Jody Hauser and the absent Ray Ternatchet, for Richard Budd and Nick Gilman, I am Jackson Lansing, and I will see you in the future.
Woo!